Hello. How's everybody? 911, 911. I feel 911. I feel 911. I feel the 911. It's fucking pain. From last month, I found that going slower and asking a more specific question made my automatic writing go better. Awesome sauce. I was trained in automatic writing method that said keep the pen moving at all times, and that was too much pressure for me. What will my new priorities look like? How will I recognize them? Okay. Hello. It's funny that you're mentioning that because I saw a video and I think I screen recorded part of it because she was talking about the different types of Claire gifts that people can have. Like some people hear like a different voice. It's like an outside voice, but it's not an outside voice because it's talking in your head. That people can have that like clear, you know, messages coming through. But then for like the one that I have most common coming through and how I do is the claircognizance, where it's like a stream of consciousness. And so like I've said in the past, like if I just fucking put myself in front of the camera and I start talking about something, then the stream starts and it's like all this weird shit starts being like blah, 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 blah. Or if I sit down with the book and I start writing, it's a blah, 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 it just fucking comes. Like sometimes I can't even help it. Like the video that I put in Patreon the other day was I was like, I was doing totally not anything to do with spirit or whatever, but then all of a sudden I was like saying all this shit, and it's like sometimes I'm not even aware of it, but I feel like that's a good way to do, like that's what we're probably tapping into. And as a Scorpio and in this energy that we have right now, it would be a good time for you to just use that. Like there doesn't have to be, I don't like when people have like, oh, because this is what I did, this is the only way that it should ever be, or like you have to do this weird fucking thing about it that's like, for some of us it's not gonna work. So yeah, I wouldn't want to move my fucking pen the whole time. Like that's, you're just gonna make a mess, you're just gonna make a fucking mess. But there's people out there that like see shit in the mess, so that works for them. But if that's not your method, then no. When I first started off writing, I would get like a fucking word or a symbol or like a letter or, you know, a couple of things, and then it progressed, and then it got to the point where I was doing, like, I'd go to a fair and I would write like 3 fucking full pages in whatever, I think it was like 15 or 20 minutes the people had with me, and it would be like blah, 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 and it would come out very, very quickly for them. And it, you know, I think it just depends. So yeah, we can put an end to things that don't really serve us at this time. And I think that's going to be your priority at this moment, is like figuring out what serves you and what makes you happy and what works for you, because it's you. Like you don't have to do what this person did or the way that others have, because that's not always the right decision. So I think that's going to be a theme for you at this point. Is to just basically like, I am more claircognizant, so having a question gives you that focus. Yes, like that's one of the things that I tell people all the time. I'm like, if you would just tell me what you want me to talk about, it would be much fucking easier for me to like show up and do something. Because otherwise, left to my own fucking devices, or like the fucking massive amount of information that's constantly streaming around up here and like hitting me and doing things, it's like I don't even know if anybody will, like, it's so much. Like, are you even gonna be able to follow along? Are you gonna think I'm nuts? Do you even care? Like, you know, sometimes it's like but yeah, having a question, a specific question or a topic, you know, really does help to get it going. Like when I did the Alcyon light healing, that was very easy. Like I didn't even know, like when I was making the thing, like preparing for it, I knew, like I'm like, we're gonna talk about this, we're gonna talk, like I was doing the stream of consciousness to get the layout for the Alcyon light healing. But there was things that were in the fucking thing that I had never done or talked about, or like really didn't, but like I didn't worry about it because I knew as soon as that, like that day came that we were gonna talk about that thing, it's not up to me to tell the people, it's the stream of consciousness gonna come through, and every single one was like that. So yeah, like find the way that it works best for you, but having those types of questions, and questions is a theme too. So like last night I put that other part of the video in the Patreon. So recently, because again, what we have right now with the the retrograde of Pluto is a time of transformation. It's a time of deep, like going with under the surface and into your mind. And what are the beliefs that I'm holding on to? Like, where am I sabotaging myself? Where have I been wounding myself? You know, what patterns do I have that are, or habits or things? Like, basically starting to ask ourselves questions that are about our reality and our experience within it. And I had, again, had a weird stream of consciousness, started writing shit down, and it brought, like, it ended up bringing me to outside stuff that confirmed everything I was writing down in such a weird fucking way. But that other part of that I put into the Patreon today. It's literally a video where the first part I ask you very specific questions for you to answer and reflect on slowly, and then in the middle I give messages with cards, and then at the end there's more questions for you to reflect on and think about in a slow way. Some of them may be triggering depending on who the person is, because I know everybody's in their own dynamics. It's kind of like, it's focused around the twin flames. It's focused on, like, you know, some of those questions that we may need to ask ourselves so that we can change what's happening. So again, I think you're going to be having your priorities shifting in how you're showing up every day and what ways you're showing up, and like the method or the routine or the approach that you have when it comes to whatever it is, whether it's your love relationships, whether it's yourself, your career, your health, whether it's getting like better with protecting yourself and your boundaries, or recognizing that like you are a sovereign being, you are a divine being, you have your own wisdom, you have your own gifts, you have your own things that can serve you on this path, and you don't need a whole lot of outside like interference or input for you to do what you have come here to do. Like, you're innately intuitive, you have all that you need, everything is inside of us. But a lot of the times we seek it outside, or we think that we might be doing it wrong, or we want to like make sure, like I do, like, you know, I still find myself at different times being like, oh, let me see what other people have done when it comes to that. But anytime that I do that, it actually hinders me. Like, if I try to do a thing in a way that like I wasn't naturally like led to do, and I was like, oh, because these people did it this way, let me try to do it. Like, it doesn't work that well. But if I do it because I feel guided to do it in the way I'm going to do it, and I just create from the creator energy, it usually is much better, and it's much more like abundant, and it brings in like that magnetic energy. It helps me to attract all of like the things that I was setting out to attract, and people resonate with it better. There's not like that like forced version, you know, like I feel like when you're moving the pen the whole time, you're forcing yourself to, because it doesn't feel natural, and it's like it's actually hindering your process to get your stuff. So I think you're going to be seeing themes around that, basically, like, where have I been hindering myself by navigating a path that I think, you know, I thought or was guided towards, or heard from others that was how they were doing it, so I figured that's how you do it. But now realizing, like, if I want to reconcile, if I want to have good things, if I want to heal the inner child, I want to connect with my past lives, if I want to let shit go, if I want to deepen my intuition, if I don't want to be caught in my anxiety or living out more of this time where it's like, I haven't become this emperor yet, I'm not in my union yet, I'm not like fully empowered yet, I'm still like in my practice phase. I feel like you're going to be coming out of the practice phase, coming out of the like juggling too many opinions or ideas or doubts, and that's going to end, and you're going to find the strength to do what you need to do to get to your own place of success, and to find like that when you're doing that, when you're emanating that, when you're in that place of power, consciously decisions being made in a new way that are reflecting like what truly feels good to you and honors you, and isn't like, you know, seeking outside approval or getting messed up by the outside interference. Yeah, you'll come to completion. 10-10. So this is a theme too that I've been seeing. I've been seeing a lot of 10-10s. I've been seeing a lot of 9-9-9s. And it's like we literally are like, there was, especially, I know you're Scorpio. I'm Taurus. Taurus is ending like a fucking 7-year Uranus, whatever the fuck, which I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. But I know Scorpio gets impacted in the same type of ways, but yours might just be like in a different arena of life. Like you may not be like, you know, physically being hurt, or like your entire home life just blah, blah, blah. So I do think that it is coming to an end though. Like, it's coming to a better time of completion, whatever cycle you've been in or whatever way you've been navigating. And I think your path, you are okay to honor going slow. You don't need to go fast. Like I think that's a misconception too, when we say things like you're gonna be like looking at how you do things and like the method of the way that you do it, and like how you're showing up in the world. What is the path that you're on, and like what habits and things that you do that have been keeping you out here. And some people might, I feel like people would naturally feel like I've got to speed my shit up. I got to get better, faster. I got to like really step up my game. You know, like I'm sabotaging myself. I don't have enough time. Like, and it's that thinking and that energy and those beliefs that actually keep people separated longer, because they're like, oh my god, I'm running out of time. I don't have enough, and they freak the fuck out about it. So they create a larger distance to it because that's what they're focused on and that's what they create. But if we can be like, oh no, like I'm valuable, I'm good, and I can go slow, and I can like really allow for things to like integrate. I don't have to be rushing. I can receive. I don't have to be trying so hard, because trying so hard tells everything around us that it's hard. And so it shows more of things to be hard. So it's like, oh, here, I'm gonna make you very strong because everything's so fucking hard. But if we can just stop telling ourselves that it's hard and it's gonna be like rushed, and that like, you know, there's no hope, or this new chapter, you know, I'm gonna like miss out on. Like, no, you just need to be fearless, because when you're fearless and you're in your power and you're strong and you're confident and you know, and you're in your truth, you're not being influenced by the other's truth, that's going to make you really strong. That's going to enhance your intuition. That's when you're going to connect with that celestial teacher that's inside of you. And it's going to bring you to that place of celebration faster, and receiving the communication in the ways that feel good to you, aligning your emotions with that free spirit that's inside of all of us that wants to be free and wants to be limitless. But a lot of times we have been fucking conditioned since day one on this planet to like be good little fucking listeners and don't make any choices unless somebody else has like given it a green stamp or said that's a good one to do. Like we're you know, needing to get better about that, because we're on sacred journeys, but everybody's sacred journey is different. So sometimes you need to be still and again surrender the divine timing. So sometimes divine timing may feel different from the ego's timing, and if a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to the ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. So I think patience, slowing down, no more like obsessive thinking, or no more belief in the scarcity, no more of like the doubts about yourself, no more of that stuff that just like hinders the progress in the flow. Like we can't have happy doopy doo if we're, you know, so we're gonna cut that shit out and get strong with ourselves. No more of this to us. We're not going to self-sabotage. We're not going to entertain people who do bad shit to us. We're not going to like try to go in a path that's not naturally like aligned to what we should be on. Like we're not going to force ourselves down a way of being anymore. We're not going to settle for the lies and the manipulation that has plagued the planet. We're going to allow ourselves to get to the happier places by having healthier boundaries within us and our beliefs and around us and the people that we entertain. And that's going to get that foundation, because you're making that decision from that place of love for yourself consciously, and you're taking your time with it. And that's going to be that commitment to evolve. And that's going to help you to uncover the secrets and the things, the emotions that have been suppressed, so that you can have a new beginning. But again, it's not going to be a fucking, it's not going to be like, oh my god, here it is instantaneously. And I don't think that should ever be anyways, because all that shit fucking seems to be messy. When we get stuff that's too quick, or stuff that, you know, it just, there's like this, like sometimes we miss out on stuff because we missed out on the experience of what we were actually doing. Like this, going in the flow of healing, expanding your mind, allowing yourself to actually evolve and to change and to shift and to honor who you are, and to do what's needed in order, because like this doesn't happen overnight. So like we're like, why isn't anything this? Because things don't happen overnight. It takes time. If we've been wounded, if we've been hurt, if we've been in a world of fucking misery and pain and suffering and struggling, we've doubted ourselves, we've given our power away, you know, all of those things, it's gonna take time to like clear those away. But you'll come into the balance and you're meant to, and it will give you the strength that you're needing. And I think being silent and still is also something that may really help you to get your priorities straight and to like think about stuff in the right way for you. Remember, there's no rush. I think when we rush, we actually sabotage like the outcome. It's like it gets further away. So in quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. And this is the other one. So be still. And this literally said, silence, be still. Okay, so you're gonna have to take some time to be silent and still. Be patient, because while that's occurring, the transformation is like unfolding, and things are going to, you know, really be helpful to get you to a play place and to a joy place. you're going to find yourself coming out of anything that hasn't been in that vibration. But it's a slow flow. It doesn't, it's going to be fun. It's going to be good. Take your time and enjoy it. Savor it. Taste it. Love it. Be all seductive with it. 22 and 21, and just know that you are moving forward and you're doing it at your own pace. And I think that may also be tied to the twin too, because I think that person needs to go slow. That you need patience with that person. So like, while you're doing your shit, realize that sometimes we might need to slow ourselves down, or we might need to do something a little bit differently in order to make the space or to create the energy that allows whoever we're connected to or feeling like we want something to manifest with them. We got to wait until they face their fears and overcome their own stuff. So that takes time on both sides. But there will be a celebration. The seeds will grow. But it may, just take a little time. It just takes some time. That song came through last night in one of the readings for the Patreon people. I've had that impatience, but now I'm wondering where that voice came from that told me what the speed was supposed to be. Let me see. So I don't know. I didn't see the thing from you that said about the speed specifically. Like, was it to do with the automatic writing, or was it something else? Because I get lost over here. I say a whole bunch of shit when I'm talking to you guys. And I'm like, I don't know what you might be mentioning at this moment, Is it about that, or is it about something else? And but that's a good thing. That's exactly what's happening in these energies. And you're one of the signs that's going to be impacted the most. All of the fixed signs, like the Taurus and the Leo, the Scorpio peoples, they're going to be really impacted by the Pluto retrograde, and it's going to really make you reflect on things and see things. Like, again, like all week I've been like, oh my god, how did I not fucking notice that fucking thing? Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with me? Because it's like clear as fucking day when I look at shit now, but like for fucking all that time I was living in things I did not know. Like, how did I not notice? I'm an intuitive person. Like, I'm not stupid. What the fuck? But again, giving ourselves time out, or even just sometimes even speaking too, like, or writing. So if you're writing stuff with that stream of consciousness, when you read it back later, like read it back later and read it out loud, or record it, because there's a different thing that happens. Like, when I write, that's one version of shit, right? But then when I read it back, that's like a different level. And then if I record it and then listen back to it, that's a whole other fucking thing. Because sometimes while I'm writing it or reading it, it sounds like it's not making any sense. I'm like, what the fuck did I just say? Did I just fuck that all up? Like, I doubt myself. I pause. I'm like, did I read that all wrong? But then when I listen back to it, it's like, nope, yeah, that made completely 100% sense. So that's why I also think it's important for us to sometimes, as a channeler or as a person receiving information, because we're all channeling. We don't have to be labeled like the best at it. You are channeling just by being alive and having energy running through you. So if you ever journal, or you ever do anything of any kind, or you are trying to like give yourself prompts but you don't really like to write or journal, you can literally read what the fucking question is and then just sit there and record your answer. You don't have to share it with anybody. Nobody needs to know about it, that it ever happened. But then listen back to it and pay the fuck attention to the things that you're actually saying, because we're not usually always fully conscious or paying attention 100% to like the nuances. And sometimes when we're listening back, it like triggers other things that we forgot about. Like, oh my god. And so you get even deeper and even deeper into the stuff that was like being, oversighted. Hello. Boosh. You were just saying going slow is in general is going to be more productive. Yes. It will be. I think so. Boopity bop. All right, let's see. What else is up in here? All right, so we got the Rick. We have Drew. Hello. Just asking for a message of what Spirit wants me to hear right now. All right. Hello, Paloma. Hello, Sammy. Hello, Peoples. Hello, Jenny. It just takes some time. Look at that. Impatience. Okay, that's what they want you all to know, because that's going to be a theme tonight, because Rick just came, and what was the theme? Time. Slow down. Be patient. Go still. Be silent. Be like this dude. Okay? He just takes some time, because if you're impatient if you're crazy, if you're, there's been a lot of fucking people like that this last couple of weeks. Yeah, there it is again. I put it back in and it came out again. So that lets me know that that's a thing, that's a happening. And like, a lot of people, it was crazy. Like, people I don't even really know were showing up, like, really freaking out. And then another person that I do know that, like, comes around regularly, but, like, doesn't usually come around in the energy that they came in, and was like, like, the stuff that people have been experiencing and saying and feeling and, like letting me know. And it some of them are on Etsy, and some of them are on WhatsApp, and some of them are my emails, and some of them are on Facebook, and some of them are on Instagram, and some of them here and there. And it's like, they're fucking everywhere, and they're all freaking the fuck out. And it's all kind of similar of like, like, just kind of that energy of like, I don't know. I think it has passed by now, and I think it impacted everybody a little bit differently. But it also, like, I did notice a theme where people were like just anxious, but also like feeling like there was a demonic attack, or something's after them, or and like, I'm not dismissing that. I do think that that is possible in many cases. I have also had my own fair share of fucking horrible shit going on, and like, what the fuck is this? Why the fuck is that? And it's not easy, you know, but reacting in anxiety and fears and like panic doesn't help it. It just, like, you know, makes things worse. So that has been a common theme I've noticed. But again, I think that whatever you are trying to manifest in your life, when it comes to love, when it comes to your joy, when it comes to like rebuilding things that have fallen, when it comes to even knowing fully what it is that you're wanting, because that's the thing too. I've noticed a lot of people feel like, I don't know what my mission and my purpose is. What am I supposed to be doing? Like, people focus that on a lot. Like, I also, weird shit's been happening with time and stuff too, because like, I'll have something happen that's like never happened, but it's like it will happen and happen. It's like two of them back to back, like two people from totally different parts of the world. They both came on the same day, within an hour of each other, and they both booked the fucking natal chart readings that I do on Etsy. However, because of all the other fucked up shit that's been going on, I didn't get notified for like 3 fucking days. And by the time I did get notified, I was like, because I don't have infinite time to do them, and they take a long time to do. But like, both of those people, because like, the first time I ever even put them out was because 2 random people came to me on the same day and were like, hey, do you do natal chart? Do you do natal chart? I was like, I can, but this one wanted it for this, and this one wanted it for that. And when I went and I looked, they had like the same fucking things. Like, oh, you got to play it in marketing, and oh, you got this thing here, and oh, we all had similar shit too. But then like this time, people from totally different parts of the world, this thing that doesn't get ordered that much, for some fucking reason. Like, I'm like, what, like, is Etsy pushing this in front of people at certain times? But I know it's not that, because then other things were going on too, like, that don't ever happen. Like, I've never often had orders on Etsy that get canceled before they even get into my shop. Like, I'm the one that cancels it, or it just never gets there because it didn't pay. But like 2 different times in this week, people's shit got messed up, and I would have never even known if like that person that had it happen to them didn't ask me, why did this get canceled? And they had to like try again. But it's like that type of stuff is going on, and in just other ways too. Like, I've had so many fucking things that it's like I'm right on the edge of getting something completed and done, and it's like I'm feeling good about it, and then it was like blah, blah, blah. It gets like blown up, or all of these like issues that are similarly aligned that are causing delays, or it's like you don't have enough time for, or it's just like, it's weird. It's fucking weird. It's like, it's really weird shit. And then I was like totally disconnected from my intuition. It felt like I wasn't seeing a lot of synchronicity. I wasn't seeing the numbers. I wasn't seeing the signs. And I was like, what the hell's going on? But then the next day, it was like fully on. And so it was like on overdrive on that day. It was like it went into resting. And then the next day, every fucking thing that I saw was like intertwined with each other. I have like probably like 7 hours of recording too, to share with people in places. I just have to like finish getting it to like here it's shareable now. Like, there's a couple of things I wanted to edit, but there's so many things that have like just weird fucking shit that like takes me at least an hour to explain the fullness of it. But I'm seeing a lot of that. So like that song of like, it just takes some time. Just know that things are taking time right now. Like, you may not know exactly what you're fucking doing. You may be confused. You may have some weird ass fucking shit happening. You may like have aha moments. You may have things come to an end. Like this is also, so the Pluto is in the Aquarius energy, and Aquarius is fucking weird alien energy, and it's like breaking the mold and technology. So again, your technology, like my technology's been all fucked up. Like I wasn't getting any text messages, and I started thinking like maybe there's something wrong. That's because I was trying to get people to text me and call me and like answer me. I'm like, if I'm talking, like all these people should realistically do it. That's their job, right? Like why aren't they doing it? So I reset all the settings in my phone, but that is why I wasn't getting notifications about this place or that place. Wasn't knowing that people are ordering this and ordering that. And like it's still fucked up when I go to try to like post something somewhere. It's like there's no access to my gallery. Today I tried to open a thing to pay my bill. It was like your cookies are turned off. Like it's just been one fucking thing after another. But it takes some time for this renewal, for this energy to shift. But we are going to be like getting through it. We will get to a place of success. We will have things get better. We're gonna have like a clearing of karma. Anybody, anywhere, anything that's been kind of icky, or anybody anywhere that has been sending you these demonic thingies, or came along with you from another time, or just are out there in the energies trying to get onto you, you know, or are impacting, like there was one of the people that came around, they felt like there was a succubus, incubus type of energy that was like impacting their connection. But I also thought that that might be the wrong judgment call, and I did let them know. I don't know how well they took it, because not everybody takes it, you know, like things well, because person came to get a love letter from a person, but when you come to get a love letter from me, it's from the person. They're not going to tell you in the love letter like I'm cheating on you and I hate you and I'm a piece of shit and I lie to you and I manipulate you. Like that's just not going to come through with a fucking love letter. However, it was weird. It was a very weird love letter. I pulled so many extra cards because I kept getting like shady shit. I kept seeing bad things, and I was like, what the fuck is this? I kept like wondering, is it him? But it was like, and I feel like he was good at being a narcissist. He's good at like playing things off, or good at getting people to give him the benefit of the fucking doubt, to the point where she's like, okay, so he cheated on me tons of times, but it's because of the incubus. There's a succubus that's making no. But like things like that, you know, there may be, so in those cases, right, I've been being pushed to ask people, or you know, trigger people that are be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? No, because that the love letter went, I even said to them, there's some weird fucking negative energy here. I believe that like maybe there's an ex that's energy's kind of around or something. There's just something not good. It was like the fox, the snake, the like totally not lovey-dovey things. And oh my God, that makes so much sense. Didn't hear from her, you know, all of a sudden comes back in a panic because she had booked something she forgot about, didn't cancel it, but apparently it's a lady that like does a fidelity spell by summoning demons, which seems really counterintuitive to me. I'm like, why would you call on demons to help you with your fucking like love life? Like when you're worried about a succubus and an incubus being on this guy, making him cheat on you, and now you have a demon fucking caller bringing more in. But that she was really panicking and oh my God, can I undo it? Freaking out. So I was like, yep. I was like, it's just kind of like when my mom would call me like, I'm lost. It's like, if you drove your car to where you are, you can get back from there. Okay, anything that has happened in our lives, if you've been sad, if you've been miserable, whatever, you can get back from there. You can walk away. We can leave the mess behind. We don't have to stay in a place just because we got there. We feel like, oh no, I don't know where I am. Like we can always navigate back from wherever we go to, energetically or otherwise. And again, because she was panicking so much, I knew her intention wasn't bad. Like she wasn't trying to do bad things, but her scared energy, her anxiety, her fucking like was making her do some stuff that just kind of like, again, comes out of fear. So we don't want to do this to ourselves right now. We don't want to come from chaos. Like if you get anxious, if you get impatient, if you get fucking all fired up and you're like, meh, or you're like having really bad experiences and like one thing after another, don't just react from that energy and like, you know, destroy shit, because that's usually what we do, or make things worse because we're coming from that fear and that like this isn't a good place to take action from. We want to balance, you want to relax, you want to be like, okay, you know what, I've been a little beat up, but I'm gonna go take a nap, I'm gonna relax, I'm gonna reflect before I fucking hire this bitch to summon some demons, because that's not a good thing to do anyways. A fidelity spell with demons doesn't sound like we're honoring free will. It sounds like you're trying to control somebody, which you might end up with some demons on you, because it's not a good thing to do. If you know, like you shouldn't even have to do that. That was the other thing. It's like, if this is somebody, because like it comes back, I did a cord cutting to help them to clear all that shit. And they did it. It was like, comes back and asks me something that was like totally unrelated. Like they were worried that like they're gonna end up breaking up because it had never said anything about them cheating until this point. So I know that he cheated on me a lot because I got it confirmed by readers online or something. And I was like, are you even sure? And then I'm worried that if he doesn't tell me the truth, because I know that he did, like if he doesn't tell me, like we're not going to be able to go on and be how we were supposed to be. And I was like, okay, wait a minute, like how do you know how you were supposed to be? Like you don't know. And if he does tell you, if he does admit it to you, why does that change it? Like why like you already know, you already understand, you already got it up here in your head that he cheated on you. So why do you need him to tell you that? And why is him telling you that the thing that's like, okay, now we're good and we can have the life that we wanted to live? And like the Ten of Pentacles was like energies popping up. I ended up giving her like an hour-long fucking message that was not anything. She didn't buy anything. It was just like me responding to her message to me that it was like such a like what do you know? I've been calling her out on it, but like that type of shit, we're going to be seeing that. Like we might see it for other people, we might help them to hear that information. How they take it or what they do with it is up to them, but you might see yourself also like realizing like where have you been like letting things be or working on stuff that kind of just didn't really truly make sense or isn't coming from the best place. And it's going to take some time for us to do what we need to do to shift the stuff that's in our lives, to get to the energies of miracles and our prayers coming true and doing stuff in the right place. But we, again, don't come from that crazy place. We got to be impartial when we're doing our stuff. And like, we don't want to be like all confused and upset and triggered when we're like, you know what, I'm going to go do this thing, because that's usually not a good idea. And again, if there's people like that, I don't know, like I'm one of those people, I don't fuck around with that shit. I would never even entertain the idea of a lot of things that people just willy-nilly do. But I feel like when this stuff is happening, they're more likely to do it in that energy. And then they have to deal with the repercussions of it and like cause themselves more problems. But we also want to be thinking and reflecting at this time. It takes some time to get to the Ten of Pentacles. It gets to be the person that like has a legacy to have, has a family, has kids, right? But like think about the story that you would be telling your kids about like your person, right? Like this is, and again, these things have been coming up. Regardless, you can even just about yourself. Like, what do you want to be telling your kids someday in the future? Like, yeah, so your dad was cheating on me, and I was hiring fucking demon things, and just all anxious and upset. But because he finally told me that he didn't do it, I stayed, and everything's better. Like, we want to teach our kids that? No. So like sometimes we need to look at things from that perspective, and this may manifest for you in a different way. Like, where are you sabotaging yourself, or where are you like not giving yourself the time to grow into a place that is going to be the thing that you're passionate about, you're excited about, that feels good to you, that you're like, yeah, I'm happy that I did all these things and I took the time to heal and I'm letting this stuff become part of my life, like getting the wisdom. This is also a theme. When we struggle, when we suffer, when we go through pain, when we have hardships, when things aren't working out in our favor, we make mistakes, or we do stupid shit, or we get mixed up with people who are, you know, not the best, or they lie to us, or they hurt us, or they fucking deny, blah, 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 do bad. Whenever that happens, because you go through it, it might take some time, you will end up with the wisdom from the lessons that you learned and the understanding that comes from that. You might have a thing about forgiveness, and you might have a thing about what the fuck ever. And it's okay to forgive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's okay to like continue on either. Like we can forgive people and move away from the stuff that is played out, especially if it's really wounding and not a healthy thing. But we're like checking ourselves, like where are we doing stuff for the sake of doing it? Like where have we become more motivated out of our ego, or out of like I don't want to be rejected, I want this motherfucker to come back and give me a 10 of cups because like I just want my ego to be checked, like okay, that's all better now. Like, you know, some people do that. Like that could be one thing. Another thing could just again be like we want to do something in our lives where we're in service and we feel like we're manifesting our purpose, but we may feel like we're not like, oh, I'm not ready, like people are going to judge me, or we might not honor the thing that we actually do want to do because we're not valuing ourselves enough, or we're not going to like, we don't think other people will. So it may take some time to have the renewal to come out of the facade and to create from the place of the things that you really would like to create, and be grateful for those times of recovery. Don't get yourselves tricked into staying complacent or ignoring your instincts or being impatient and taking actions that are going to hinder your destiny or slow down your abundance or end up causing you to lose out on things that you otherwise could have had. Don't act from the victim energy, because usually that's going to create more victims or more victimhood within yourself. You are on a quest in this life, and you can persevere. You can go towards your passion. You can be excited about what you work, and there is perfection within taking your time and healing your grief and, you know, doing what needs to be done for you to find the wisdom and the healing and understanding that's going to lead to the joy and get rid of the, you know, stuff that comes with this energy of guilt and like, connected to our soulmates, connected to our friends, connected to our own self, our path forward. We're figuring out how to be faithful, how to move forward, and how to be in our own divine truth. And, you know, it's going to take some time, but you are going to be there, and you are going to have a legacy, and you're going to balance it all out. So just know that. They just want you to know that you are on your way to this thing. Don't look at other people and feel like you're missing out, and don't feel like you got to rush, because it's coming. But you're going to have the healthy boundaries. You're going to have to fucking check yourself, and you're going to have to make sure you're not doing anything silly at stupid times that like delays it even more, because then it's just, oh no, what did I do that? Now it's even longer. The Three of Wands is all about waiting. So make sure we don't do anything crazy in these energies, okay? Stay in the reflection. If your fucking house falls down, you know, like, get out of there, but like, don't run to somebody's house and get murdered, you know? Like, be mindful about where you run to in those moments of like, you know, because when we panic, we do stupid shit. So hopefully that makes sense, you know? Don't panic and do stupid shit, because you're gonna make your life worse. Boopity bop. Hello, hello. I do that, I get on a tangent and start recording it. Recording what? Every time I do these things, I'm like, what? Hello. I have a lot of shit recorded. That might be what you're talking about. If I'm impatient and trying to channel, I tend to channel crazy voices. That's cool. Sometimes I do that, like, just in a random, like, mood, like, if I'm in a good mood, or I'm just, like, alone and I'm happy and there's nobody fucking near me to fuck with me or listen to me or judge me or be a problem. I'll do, like, weird shit. I'm a Capricorn, and I am naturally impatient, but I've been chilling at home and tidying up because I work too much. My house was gross. It's getting better. Ditching toxic people, etc. Yeah, that's the theme too right now, is people are going to be realizing, like, wow, this person's a piece of shit, or wow, like, and like really getting clarity on, wow, like, how did I miss that and that and that and that? Like, my sister just broke up with another guy recently. His name is Guy. But she broke up with someone not too long ago who was a fucking piece of shit for like 10 fucking years. Took her 10 years to get rid of that guy. But this guy, I guess he was such a fucking piece of shit that, like, she called him out on his piece of shitness and had proof to back it up, because he was like, no, I didn't. And she's like, well, this is the proof, this is proof, this is proof. So he just, like, blocked her and stopped talking to her. So they broke up, but it was, like, because she called him out on his shit. But, like, she's like, you know, I'm proud of her for calling, because I remember there being a time where, like, we wouldn't even do those types of things. We just keep silent because we don't want to rock the boat. At least somebody's nice to me occasionally. They might be fucking her and her and her, but wow, you know, the times that he's not, he's over here, that's fine. Like, we get better over time. We love ourselves a little bit more, but, you know, as that happens, we start to get a little bit better about being like, you know what, motherfucker, like, I know what you're doing. Let's see. Oh, fuck. People bought the Oasis pool steps that I have, and my dad was supposed to, like, bring them to them. And I was like, probably by Friday. I can't believe tomorrow's fucking Friday. How the fuck is tomorrow Friday? Like, when the fuck did that happen? I feel like I just talked to her, like, yesterday. And it was, like, Sunday. Alright, so I did this one, Paloma. I'd like to know if was my twin or not the one who I saw walking ahead of me and if he saw me too. Also, what are his intentions with all his popping up in my Instagram? I really feel him closer. He's the first who sees my stories. Blah, 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 blah. I don't like him. I don't like him. You know, this is that energy that's coming up. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I keep looking at this stubbornness card. I keep thinking I see a sword. There's not a sword there. There's not a sword, but I keep seeing a sword there. And I would like to use it against him because he's a fucking asshole. And, you know, and like, oh my God. Okay, so the video, did you watch the video that I did in Patreon yet? The one with the questions? Because that one, I think, will help people who are maybe needing to hear some questions. But let's see. Look at this. Fucking asshole. I don't care who it was. Like, I just feel like it's weird to me. Okay, so like, if this is the person that's my twin flame, like, I know in my life, like, I could feel that person before seeing them, before even very close. Like, I would know, and then I would get, whoa, there they are. Like, I didn't even realize, like, why am I feeling this way? And then I would see them, oh, that confirmation. But that was like years ago, before I even knew what a twin flame was. So it's like, the fact that you're unsure is like a red flag for me. It's like, it's one of those things that we should be questioning in yourself. Like, why don't I know? Why is that so weird? Why me? Why? Like, and if it was, why does it have to be weird anyways? Like, if it was, I should be able to fucking say something and have like a normal conversation. Like, if this is my true person that I'm supposed to be with, and like have a fucking whatever, and things are gonna get better and all that fucking shit, we should be able to communicate and see each other and not be like weird and having like these doubts and all this. Like it shouldn't be difficult. You know, that was a lot of the messages coming last night about like stuff too. It was like, what do you really know about the circumstance when it comes to this motherfucker, right? Like, do you know this, and that? Are you fucking sure about this, and that? Are you just telling yourself this, and that? Have they told you that? Or did you just like, you know, come to that conclusion on your own? Because sometimes we do. Like, we come from a place of insecurity. We come from a place of anxiety. We come from a place of, they're up on a pedestal and they're so amazing. They must XYZ. Or they don't really like me. Or they were acting this way. Or they said this, so I think that it meant that. But it's like, when other people look at it and they don't have all that weirdness within it, they're able to be like, no, dude, I don't think that's anything what they meant. I think that they were trying to ba-ba-da-ba, but because you're insecure and you get them on a fucking pedestal, that's not how you see it or feel it. And on the other side, they could be doing the same thing, you know? Like, people need to stop sabotaging themselves, stop expecting the worst, stop being so fucking awkward and weird when it comes to these things, because you're never going to get anywhere being awkward and weird. But also, in your circumstance, I feel like there's things that are going on, and there's like energies that are persistent and around it, because there's a level of it that you know, like, you know it's not a good thing. You know that, like, you just know, you know, there's some stuff there that's like, he needs to do some fucking work beyond fucking being the first person to look at your story. Like, I know it makes you feel good in here. I give you a little boost of that self-esteem because, you know, he's back. Oh my God. And he's looking and he's watching it. Like, it gives you that, yay, dopamine. But they also have the fucking tendencies to come around and do those things and then disappear again. And not look at all. It's a, oh no. You get sad again. And you don't want to be on that roller coaster. You don't want to be on that fucking like ups and downs, because it's toxic and it will mess you up. And some people literally do these types of things on purpose. There's men out there that know what they're doing when they do that shit. Like, they're not dumb. They're trying to keep a doorway open so they can have somebody to bang when all the other options aren't banging them at that time. You know, like, some people are very well aware of what they're doing. And or even if they're not well aware of it, they can still be doing stuff that's like detrimental to the other, based on how the other is dealing with it and interacting with it and allowing it to impact them. And I know, because I've been there. I was a really fucking, like, I had to stop using Snapchat because of how like impactful it was to me at that time. Like, it would set my tone for the entire day. Like, stupid shit to do with Snapchat, or like I would waste 6 hours trying to take the right picture. Like, stupid shit that's embarrassing, and like other stuff too that just, I get it, I understand it, I know what you're like, but you gotta like surrender some of that, because it's not gonna get you to success. It's not gonna get you to the outcome that you're wanting. It's not gonna help you to receive, like you're in chaser energy. You're in the chaser energy because you're chasing that next, like what's he gonna do next? What the boop 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 boop, you know? And it's okay, like honor who you are and what's going on, but also like reflect on it and think about it. And why is it? Like, why am I, in this energy? Like, I am the divine feminine. I should be receiving. I should be getting like effort and time. Like, I shouldn't just have some dude fucking in my fucking like notification thing, a little tiny fucking bloop, like he's just a little circle in my life every day. Wow. Like, you deserve more than that. You do, especially after the past of the things that have happened, the relationship you had, and the way that he treated it, and the things that he's done since then. He needs to be doing a little bit more than looking at your story first. So the formula for success is to do all that you can do to make things happen, but then to let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome will sabotage it. So you need to be doing the things that you can do in order for these things in your world to allow yourself to receive, to get to a better place where you can maybe have some success, and to unify the duality and have an infinite love, and to connect with your soul family and the people that you're meant to, and awaken and like understand and be compassionate for yourself, and do what's required to like figure out what's going on inside of me. Like, what wounds am I holding on to? What fears am I manifesting? What doubts are playing and plaguing me? Like, what am I doing in my reality that like is coming from a place of denial? What am I doing in my reality that hasn't got me to my place of success yet? What am I doing in my reality that's sabotaging me from having the completion that I would like to have? Because I'm killing it. I'm destroying it when I'm in the things that I need to release. If I don't release it, look, she's in the fucking graveyard. She didn't release it. Now he's dead. Now she killed him. He's gone forever because she didn't. She's crazy about it. And so now she's going to be isolated and alone because she allowed her fucking insecurity to be a little demon in her head and take, control of the circumstances and throw out all types of her fucking value and worth and like self-respect and all those stuff, and like the intuition. Because I know your intuition is like, this is weird. Like, you're getting it. You're picking up on it. You like, I've seen, she sent me messages, a couple of times, and the stuff that she sees and the stuff that she says when she sees the things that she sees, it's like, she knows. Like, I used to think this, but now I'm thinking that. Like, that's your fucking intuition telling you that there's a message there. Because like, I don't like, spiders can show up and have a message for us, but like what the message is for you and what the message is for me may be different. So like, when the spider's showing up for you and you are feeling a certain way, because it can be different every day. Spider could be here today and it's like, oh, today is carrying this message, and the spider can come tomorrow, totally different one, and be like, hey, I got a different message. But you would be able to tune into that if you allow yourself to trust yourself, and not reject what spirit is like showing you or giving to you. Allow yourself to remember that you are valuable, that you need to value yourself in order for these things to come into a better energy, so that you can start manifesting better outcomes, cleansing those old like emotions, those old doubts. It's like, again, I feel bad. Like, I feel like it feels icky to me. It feels gross to me to like even entertain this dude. I don't know why. It's just like, I care about you, and I feel like he's not good enough. Like a mother. He's not good enough for you. You deserve better than him. You deserve this. You deserve joy and harmony. Not to walk behind some dude and think like, is that him or not? Like, that's weird to me. Like, if it's this dude and you have this harmony and this thing that's like, and it's the best, like, that shouldn't even be a question. And I can't give you a 100% confirmation on that. I feel like it probably was. And like, again, your fear, your doubt, your insecurity, like, oh, he's so cool. Like, I get him up on the pedestal, even though he's a dickhead, even though he doesn't deserve it, is like, you're like intimidated to his energy and the way that you're perceived. Because even the thing that you said, like, how you perceived that situation of like, I was walking behind him, like, you even said it, you feel it, you know it, you're not dumb, you're not disconnected, you're aware of like some of the shit that's happening and playing out and the messages that are tied to it. So give yourself some credit where credit is due. You are knowing, like, just getting these downloads, getting the information. I'm not crazy. Like, yeah, that makes sense. That, I need to stop doing these things. I need to shift this energy if I want better outcomes. I need to heal this attachment. I need to heal this fear. I need to heal this fucking thing. Like, I gotta take some of that dude's power away from him, because like, he shouldn't have that much power over you. It shouldn't be that difficult, and it shouldn't be that, like, unknown, right? It should be stable and strong. That's the thing too. There's so many people that have come in and they're like, yeah, so a twin flame is gonna be so fucking hard. There's gonna either be like a billion years gap in your age, or they're gonna live 5,000 miles over there, or like their family's gonna hate you, or they're gonna be in jail, or just some weird fucking like horrible situation. So people are like, okay, like my person is gonna be like a fucking hard search. Like, it doesn't have to be that. You can have an easy thing. You can have someone that comes and is like, wow, this is stable and it's secure and it's joyful and it's like aligned, and I recognize them when I see them easily and effortlessly. They don't have a shadowy energy. They're not like kind of looking weird to me. Like, I'm not unsure about it. Like, you know, they emanate who they are. They're powerful. They're in their integrity. They're like, they're not playing games. You know, it's easy to get to success when you have someone like that. But you're an empath, you're a healer, you're a light worker, you're fucking, you know, too caring. You're too compassionate, you're too forgiving and kind. And that's not okay, because people like him come around out of their integrity. You don't even recognize them fully. They cause all this stuff inside of you, and it's like, you know, it messes with you. And then we also want to think about too, so what if it was? So what if it was, right? Like, if it was, why is it so weird? And look at the sun and the moon. Like, I'm not doubting that there's a significant connection between you. However, I do believe that it has some karmic energies. It doesn't necessarily mean that you can't heal the karmic stuff and get to a better place, but there's just something about it. And I don't know if it's because I can feel how you feel towards it, and I remember being in that place where it was like really not fucking good, and it's like a detrimental fucking thing to do and struggle through. Like, it's not gonna be, it's just not enjoyable. It's not a good time. Like, are you happy? Probably not. You know, are you living your best life? Probably not. Like, there's better things for you to be doing. You should be high vibing. You should be in this energy. And I know him being back and looking at your stories may give you that little booster this time, but it's like a false one. It's not a true one. Like, it didn't come about from within yourself. It came about because he's there looking at your stories right now. But now, if next week, all of a sudden, he's not looking at your stories anymore, are you going to descend back into the darkness, into the sadness, into the misery, to the depression, to the drama, and oh my God, right? We don't want to do that. And I watched you on this thing of back and forth with somebody that doesn't fucking deserve any of it from you because of the way that he's been. You want effortlessness, you deserve effortlessness, and if we have somebody that has treated us in a way that like made us feel less valuable or less beautiful or less like loved and desired and all of that, it's going to impact how you show up in the world, and it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time for you to get back into this place of healing those emotions, thinking about these things, cutting cords, like, and I know you said you've been doing those things and it was helping you too. So like, I'm not discounting that you have been doing the work. Like, the fact that he is back and he's looking at your shit lets you know that you are doing it, but there's still this element around it of like, you might be doing it and you're getting better, but there's still parts of it that is like, you're in a fucking, like, I know where it can go very quickly and easily, especially if you're in the energy that aligns for that to kind of like, you know, it's a falseness, it's a false hope, it's a false, oh my goodness, I'm so much better, because it's a trigger. You get triggered again, you know, until we stop getting triggered by people fucking coming and going and looking and not. Until that's done, it's going to be a thing that you got to let go of, and it's a lot of shadows and shit. But yeah, I mean, there's a reason you guys aren't talking. There's a reason why you guys aren't like coming together when you see each other and all of that, and like, he's looking at you. I feel like there's an emotional connection there. I feel like he does have a desire to look at you, and you know, obviously, I think that you just need to get into that fearlessness about recognizing your value and your worth, and like putting healthier boundaries up and believing that you deserve a man that's doing a little bit more than just like looking at your fucking stories once, you know, the first every day, like, woohoo. Like, somebody that's fucking calling you, talking to you, like committing to you, doesn't cheat, doesn't lie, doesn't manipulate, doesn't ghost, doesn't disappear, doesn't walk in front of you all shadowy and like, I can't tell if that's him or not because he's fucking weirdo. Like, that's like a red flag to me. They're like, yes, this is for your highest and best. So again, he's supposed to be the masculine. He's supposed to be the light. He's supposed to be the sun, and you're supposed to be the shadow. You're supposed to be the one that's being pursued, and you're supposed to be the one that's kind of shadowy and like, you know, like, I've got a veil and I'm hidden away. Like, why the fuck is he the shadowy? Like, I just feel like that's not the right thing. He's not in the right vibration. And so he's not ready yet because there's still karma. And that's the thing too that I know can sometimes also set you up for more hurt or for more pain, because all of a sudden you might find out or see him somewhere with a girl, and oh my god, that's gonna blow up everything. It's gonna destroy my internal fucking like joyride that I have from him looking at my stories. But those are the things that happen to push you out of these places where we're like fucking content with a dude just looking at our stories. Like, is that the bare minimum of things that you've received in this world so far with him and others, that it's like that's enough to be like, yeah, he likes me looking at my story? Like, and I'm not judging you. I just know from my own fucking experience, it's like, we deserve more. You deserve something that's ignited. You deserve to know that you are tempting, and not just in a way of like, I'm gonna look at your story. Like, somebody that's showing up, and somebody that's doing the work, and somebody that's not like entertaining other bullshit or in an energy that you can't really fully trust. I do think he is gaining new perspectives, and he could be in the shadowy, weird, hazy energy because he is healing and he is facing his beliefs and he is doing whatever the fuck he's doing on his side. But I still think that there's weirdness on both sides. I think you both have work to do internally and externally, exploring inside of your own worlds and figuring out what the fuck is going on for you and like what needs to be done. So yeah, shadow work needs to be happening. Shadow work is going to help you to break out of this, to do the soul searching, and to strip down your beliefs around this guy, and to get into a better state of mind when it comes to that, so that you're not so fucking thirsty, and so that you're not so easily like, yay, like, wow, this toxic motherfucker looked at me, woohoo, like, realizing like we don't want to entertain that at all. I don't want you to look at me. I'm gonna block you because you're a fucking dickhead. You deserve unconditional love. You deserve somebody that is like fully there and good, ready to open their heart and not betray and do shitty shit, But I would do some shadow work and do like the thing that I did last night. Put the video that I put into the thing. There's a bunch of questions in there. And it's like some, they're just questions. They're not like, I think people should listen to the full question before they get all triggered or upset about what the question is. And if we do get upset by the question, or there's something that triggers us, that's a thing we need to acknowledge, because it's going to be a problem until it is done. It's just going to keep, look, don't let this fucking make you crazy. It's like, please don't let this drive you crazy. I love you, madness. Like, and I'm watching you, I'm stalking you. So it's like, I think he may have known you were there. I feel like it could be him. But there's like a thing of like, maybe there's something inside of you that like also has a thing about like, I don't know. This is something I talked about too. It's like some people have gotten themselves into this fucking place where it's easier and safer for them to be in separation, to be endlessly fucking waiting on somebody. Because at least if he's like, I'm waiting on him, I'm still in his energy, we're still connected, I still love him, and I still have hope and faith that he's gonna come back. But I have this little fucking blindfold on that doesn't realize that like I'm doing that because it's safer that way. Because if he does fully come back, this might not be the outcome. He might cheat again. He might lie again. He might steal again. He might fucking ghost again. He might hurt me again. He might reject me again. And I don't really want to go through that. So, let me suck myself into the illusion of this is enough. Like the little dude that's on fire in the fucking cartoon. He's like, this is fine. Like being on fire in the fucking, at your table and saying it's fine is not. But I do think that there is an energy of like a shadowiness around him. Like things that you're not fully seeing at this time that you need to see clearly. And again, that doesn't necessarily mean that when you do see clearly, that means like fuck him forever and nothing's ever going to be better. Like, because that will prevent people from even allowing themselves to look sometimes. Because they're so like, we need it, want it, love it, to the point that it's like harmful to them. You need to be able to look at the things that are fucking things up. And also know that he's got his own insecurities. And you guys are going to mirror that back to each other. You bring out all my insecurities. I wonder if I could ever be man enough for you. And then stop trying so hard to impress me. You already blow me away. So whatever the fuck you've been posting, or whatever you've been doing, or like whatever, like don't overthink it, because that's the type of energy that will push them away, right? It's like the more that you're pulling back, the more that you're focused on yourself, the more that you're not really like allowing this to consume you and everything that you do, and the more that you are confident in knowing who you are and what you bring to the table, and that you are a powerful person, like the less sneaky they're going to be about looking at you and talking to you and all that. Like it's going to pull them towards you because you're appealing, because they're fascinated, because they want to come closer. But if you start getting anxious and weird and doing shit that's kind of like obvious, that like, oh, like it's obvious. If you have a soul connection with somebody or a person that you are in a relationship with, they know you, you know them. You're gonna pick up on things. Well, maybe, I don't know. You guys may not know each other. You fucking walked right in front of each other. Is it him? I don't know. And again, that tells me like there's some stuff that needs to be reflected on, you know? So I think that there's a lot of pressure that he has on himself. I think that there's also a lot of like energies that everybody's been dealing with at this time that does need to be brought up to the forefront or into our regular conscious mind, rather than like hidden under the surface or suppressed and just like accepting what is. Because if you're tired and you're like, oh, this is, you've got to trust your intuition. And again, your intuition has been on point. You've been knowing. You've been getting answers. Like you just are doubting or wondering. And that's that manipulation from inside of you that's come about from dealing with people that have hurt you or treated you in a way that was bad or kept illusions up or denied shit that they did or fucking did stuff that was not nice to you, right? Like that's how we end up in a place of being like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Or doubting even if it's that him. Like those doubts and those things that like disconnect inside of ourselves comes about from the ways that we've been treated or how we're like feeling about ourselves because of how others have treated us. So I know you want love and I know you want like that goodness, but like in order for this innocence and this true love to come, you're both gonna have to just surrender the old shit. You're gonna have to get rid of the anxiety. He's gonna have to let go of whatever the fuck like weird shit that he does to himself and thinks about and all of that. And you're gonna have to keep letting the light come in and illuminate anything that's in the shadow and hidden. And know that you do have the strength and the courage to do it. And if it's meant to be, it'll be. Okay, like you can work out, but you're gonna have to believe in that and not doubt it and not doubt that it's him when it's him and not like make big deals out of stuff, you know, that isn't a big deal. You deserve compassion. You deserve healing, and you can forgive him and move forward with him if you choose to, but you should do so with a lot of boundaries and a lot of self-respect and a lot of like you need to prove to me like I shouldn't even be waiting on you. Like I should be fucking out living my life and moving forward, and you should be trying to like make things right, you know, on his side. He should be like, wait, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be unfaithful, I didn't mean to be stupid, I didn't mean to manipulate, oh my god, I'm really sorry, let me help you. But the more independent that you are, the more likely that will be to happen. Because if he feels like there's something to lose, then he's going to try to not lose it. But like, I think you're on the edge sometimes with that. It's like you do okay with it, but then it's like you start to, you know, sink back into that energy of like, you're not really going to lose me because I'm wondering where you are and waiting. So reflect, meditate, and all of that. But I do think it was him. I think there's a lot of illusions around him. And, because some stuff, there's energies that just needs to be fucking cleared up and spheres that need to be getting out of there. And a call for like reciprocal, healthy, balanced love. You don't want this, you want that. And if he's going to give that to you, he should be like put to the test around it. Not just given a fucking like, okay, now you can come back. Sure. Totally fine. All of the bad shit that you've done. Like, that's like inviting a demon to come into your door and like give you a bunch of fucking bullshit that you don't want. You want ultimate fulfillment. You want a story you can tell your children that's like uplifting and healthy and, you know, comes from this type of guy. Not someone that's like, oh, I'm so sad because he fucking stopped doing this and stopped doing that. You know, hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, but definitely trust your intuition and believe in yourself. That's going to help you most, I think, with the situation. And I'm sorry that I just don't like him. I hate him. I don't like that he didn't treat you right. There's something about him that feels icky. I know, I didn't like his energy. Yeah, like, that's the thing, too. When you say shit like that to me, it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why do you care? Who cares if it was him or not then? like, we should be like, ugh, icky. Like, that's an indicator. That's the inside of you. Like, that's what tells me that some of these people out here, because that was one of the downloads I had, is like, some of the people out here don't even really like the guy. They don't even really want the guy. They're just used to missing him, or used to being obsessed with him, or used to this fucking, like, oh, every day I wake up and I like do these things and I'm thinking about him and like I've painted him into some divine masculine man that's awesome sauce and we're supposed to have some like amazing outcome, but like I don't even really like him. I can't even recognize him. Like, what the fuck? Does he fulfill that role? That was one of the questions too. Like, is this person divine? Do they do divine things? Or are they fucking shit show? And it's okay to be a shit show, but not to the level and degree that some of these people be. But your inside is telling you, like, who cares who that is? I wonder why he has that energy if he's my twin. But at the same time, I'm sure he's my twin for everything I feel. And so, like, the twin thing too, right? It's just a label at the end of the day. Everybody has given it their own ideas. Some people think that there's a twin flame means this, and other people think that it means that. So those two people are creating a reality where those two things are are happening and playing out, coexisting on this planet. And it's like there's readers out there that read for this collective and readers for that collective, and there's some people who are like, well, there's the first wave and the second wave and the third wave, and then there's some that are like, you can only be a twin flame if you're this sign and that sign, and there are no other signs. If you're not one of those signs, then you're not a twin flame. And they truly believe that. And so ultimately, you're the one that decides it. You have the beliefs up inside of you. You have determined inside of you, but because of whatever you believe to be about the twin flames, whatever information you've discovered about it. I don't give people like the yes 100% this is your twin flame type of shit, because I don't think anybody should do that for another. I will like see like, okay, there's some cards here that indicate it could be, but I won't like 100% give that thing to another person, because that's not for me to decide for them. And even if it is, it doesn't fucking mean, guarantee, that we come together in the end and have a fucking happy dappy thing. They are a catalyst for you to transform. They are a catalyst for you to get better. They're a catalyst that's gonna like, you know, go through the shit that you need to go through. They're gonna reject you. They're gonna hurt you. You're gonna grow. You're gonna heal. And if you both get to the place where you're meant to be, and you are aligned for that type of experience in this lifetime, then yeah, you might have a divine union. But not everybody. And some people will, oh no, that's wrong. Everybody, that's a twin flame, because that's what they want it to be. That's what they want to believe, because they're, oh no, like that's one of the things within this I've noticed, is that the people who are fucking like, they come up with their own beliefs about it that are like the ones that they want it to be about it. It's okay if they cheat on you. It's still your twin flame. It's okay. But like, if it's a person that get cheated on, no, it's not. Like, no, that's not the one that we're talking about. Like, and then there's the people who don't want to go to the twin flame label at all because of the one thing that they've heard about it, of like, oh, it's two people embodying one soul. I have a person that's like, I don't believe in that. and because they don't believe in that, they you know, dismiss and like don't want the twin flame label at all. But it's kind of like one of those things, is because everybody around me is always asking twin flame shit. So it's like sometimes I'm like, can we just entertain, and like, you don't have to adopt that part of it, just for the sake of fucking, I don't have to think too hard when I'm talking to you about it. But that's something too to remember. And those are the things, those questions and stuff that we want to ask ourselves. We can surrender to receive love and support. Like, you can have a twin flame here. That doesn't mean that he's going to be the one that ends up loving you and supporting you in the way that is like healthy in a union. Some people end up coming together with a soulmate, a person that's much more loving and more mature, somebody that's like not so fucking like volatile and crazy and harmful and up and down and back and forth and doesn't get you anywhere. Because if we fucking waste our whole fucking life waiting on someone that's not going to change, they're just going to stay like this dude and fucking around and doing stupid shit in and out, and like they're not going to commit and all that. If you don't walk away, then you might not get to have the other things in your world that you want to have, like a children or a marriage or a solid commitment. Because if that's just who he's going to be in this lifetime, that's who he's going to be. You can't change free will. You can't make other people decide 100% that, like, just because they have a label or an energy, that we're 100% going to be coming to the conclusion that I would like us to. And again, ask yourself, why do I want us to? Why do I want me to come together with someone that I don't like the energy they're in, that have treated me kind of bad, that leave me in these weird places, that have like really fucked with my life? You know, like, what is it inside of me that's driving that? You know, see what you come from and figure out with all of those things. But you do deserve love, and you can have love, and I think you will have love when you love yourself fully. All right. It does make sense. Thank you so much. It triggered me for a whole day, but then I come back to my center. Yeah, and that's good. Get triggered, because those are the things that are letting you know where you're fucked up still, and then you can overcome them and get away from them and move on to the next one and to the next one. It's fucking, this world is so many fucking stupid things going on all the time. People doing stupid shit. Bad people's. All right. I saw that. Drew, what message does Spirit need me to hear right now? Is that? Did I do you? I did you, right? I did Drew. I almost did Drew again. I was like, wait a minute. Drew, I did you. If you didn't hear it before, it's in here. So Drew got hers. Rick, you're, oh yeah, going slow in general to be more productive. Yeah, because sometimes people, I saw a thing today that was talking about like autism or ADHD people. We have a type of thing that's like, we are either going to hyper focus on a task, or really suck at it. Like we're better off to just have like a set thing that we're focused on in that moment. Like when I have stuff that comes up or like too many things that come in at the same time, it really fucking like I default fucking I can't work, don't function anymore, I'm broken. But that's a thing for them. And so in our society, in this fucking world of things that are being like constantly, oh, you gotta be able to do this and that and at the same time, and it fucks with us. And that's why people experience the burnout, because they like have to peel themselves away from this task that they were like totally absorbed into, and then go put it over here, and then and it sometimes they can't. Like sometimes we can't. And then, you know, trying to do that too many things so many long, you end up can't do nothing at all. So it'd be better to go slow and honor whatever the thing is inside of you if you can, because sometimes it's not, you know, shit pops up that makes it like, oh no, how am I gonna get through this month? But everybody has their way. It'll be easier to go slow at your flow. All right, the bush is here. Hello. I do that. I get on a tangent. Hello, Chris. Much peace to you. Positive energies. Then I go back and oh yeah, okay, that's what we're talking about. And then I go back and get something from it. Yes. Yes. When I did the shadow work thing on the Tiki Talk, right? I would like read the thing, write it out, and then I would record the video where I'm like talking about it. So it was like I was getting like so many levels and weird parts of it because I'm like, I wrote it, and then when I'm recording and telling them about the prompt and the answer, like more shit would come in that moment, and then I post it, and then I listen back to it, and even more comes in. I'm like, oh my god. So I think that is a beneficial thing. It probably for us type of 2 who have that ADHD is like, I can't listen to me and talk to you at the same time. That's too much. It's gonna sound like I'm not making any sense, and I'm hoping for the best that I do. I found something I wrote recently that was making sense, and then I must have been falling asleep. I don't know what happened, but it was like everything's making sense, and then it started talking about shit that I think was like playing in the background. It was like a YouTube thing happening, because the shit that I started writing was just like definitely doesn't connect to any of this. It is definitely not like, I'm really like, I don't remember doing it. It's totally nice and neat. It's like, it's not like usually if I fall asleep you can tell because like the pen went off, but this was like very consciously fucking in another dimension writing about babies and giving birth and cars and like so many like weird shit things that was happening. It was weird. Yeah, so you might do that too. All right, Jenny wants to know whatever spirit wants her to know. It just takes some time. That's the message for everybody tonight. It just takes some time. So be still on your sacred journey, because sometimes it's going to take some time to make the right decisions and to get to the right energies and to do what's needed to be done to find your place of balance and to move forward and to let go of any of the shadows or the things that have been hindering you or any of the lingering, you know, stuff like we were talking about earlier. Like it's Jenny and I don't always talk. Like I think it's been a few months because, well, I don't know, maybe we talk. Not really though. Like it's like we have like one fucking text every 3 months. But then sometimes it's a little bit more than that. And it's always like, hey, everything you're going through, me too. But like the stuff that you're going through, those are the themes that other people I see are as well, like me too. You know, realizing shit that's kind of hurtful and painful and like why does that keep happening to me? Like, and not even in a victim energy. It's just like a fucking like, what the fuck, man? Why? Like I wouldn't do that to you. And you know, I don't have that ulterior thing inside of me. It hurts to have to go through these types of experiences, but I think we are surrendering and going into a new chapter where we can be more compassionate for ourselves, love ourselves, take the times out that we need to get into a place of being fearless as we go forward as the free spirit, with all of the lessons that we've learned, connected to all of the things and all the people and all the heartache and all the bullshit and all the lessons that have made us find more value within us. And then like shifting how we believe and how we are internally is going to shift that world outside of us, and in the external it's going to be easier to be more limitless and to celebrate and to create and to start seeing like, wow, the transformation, like I'm believing in me, so better things are coming to be, and I'm letting go of all the pain and the sorrow and the hurt that came about from all those motherfuckers that I was loving unconditionally but were like, hey, fuck you, you asshole, I don't love you back, or I only love you when it's convenient, or when I need something, or when you're, you know, of some fucking value to me. It's just there, and I don't think I think you and I and a lot of the people like that come to these readings and stuff, you aren't like that. And that's the problem too. That's why sometimes these feminines are like dealing with the dude that's like they're so forgiving and they're so loving, they're so kind, they don't realize that like those other people they're not always that way. They don't have the same thing built in. Star seeds, healers that have come to illuminate and be good people. They're people pleasers because they're good people. They're not people pleasing with an ulterior motive. They're not people pleasing to take advantage. They're not trying to use others, but then they end up being used because that's what most others are doing. Other people are out here trying to control. Other people, things aren't always as they appear. Sometimes people show up and they're so nice and like ADHD, fucking neuro crazy brains. We are the kinds that like we can feel like a love bombing energy that like with us because we get excited when we meet someone that's like us or cool or we like them and we're getting along and boop. However, there's like a vast difference in the energies around it of like they're genuine with it. They're not pretending. There's not an ulterior thing. They're not trying to like lure you in so that they can trap you or later hurt you or spin the story and try to make it seem a different way. Like that stuff isn't in them. They genuinely will like actually care and actually have those good energies towards people, and it's like almost foreign to us. It's like hard for us here. It's hard for us to realize that not every like other people don't have that. Other people are okay and all good without pretending to be in an unconditional love or pretending to be compassionate, communicating to you all the right things because they mirror to you, but they're doing it with the fucking knife behind their back. They're building your trust and they're building up. Oh wow, let's do all these awesome things together. It's gonna be awesome because you're the best and wow, woohoo, let's make you happy. And then fuck you. And it could be your mom, it could be your dad, it could be your brother, it could be your sister, it could be anybody that you know. It could be your lover that you've had, your boyfriend that you didn't think. And then so dealing with those things takes you down a notch in your energies of loving yourself and feeling valuable because it's like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Why doesn't anybody actually love me? Like, I didn't do anything wrong, did I? And then we actually doubt ourselves. We think that we're the problem, which is one of the big things. It's like, you're not the problem. If you're asking yourself if you're the problem, if you're the one, you're the reason that these things keep happening, like, is it something I'm doing? You're probably not the problem because that's one of those things that is like the people who are the problem will never admit to that. They'll get angry. They'll be like, no, I'm not to forget that. The fact that you'd even question it or doubt it or like contemplate upon it is like, no, you're not the dark asshole. If you were, you wouldn't even entertain the idea of it. You would be like, no, I'm not. I'm perfect. It's all your fault. Blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna lie and twist it. And so then you get isolated too because it's like, oh, it's safer to be isolated. It's safer to be away. It's safer for me to go put myself in a little meditation space or, disconnect from others because every time I open up, they take my light. And every time I open up or I feel inspired again, I ended up getting all tied up within them. I give too much of myself to them. I am hurt way too bad when I find out like the truth, when the secrets come out, when I realize, oh my God, they never really meant anything that they said, that the compassion was fake or that there was like some weird thing that was tied within it. But it does make you wise. This is another theme that we keep seeing. People are going to gain the wisdom from the unhealthy things and the difficult, painful burdens that they've carried. And they will get to a place where loyal people can show up and you can have a more relaxed energy and a more balanced reciprocal support system with somebody that is going to like meet you there. Okay. Because sometimes when we grow up in these dynamics or we've had those like things happening again and again, or it's just like, life has been how it is. Sometimes it takes us a little while to even truly fully get to this place again where we're good, because we're wounded and we're sad. Like, I know I got some problems. Like, the thing that I found the other night, it brought me to the fucking personal development school again. And it was the attachment theory thing. And it was take the quizzy quiz. And it was just a weird fuck. How did I get here? I don't know how I got here, but I got there. And when I did, it's like, yeah, you're fearful, avoid it. And it's true. All of the things. And it impacts every relationship. It impacts how I work. It impacts my friends. It don't have friends because I'm afraid to have friends. Because if I let them get close, they might fucking hurt me. Because so many people have. But it's not like it's an irrational thing. It's not like I'm just like a delusional idiot. It's because they have. It's not like, oh, I'm just silly. But we can also like sometimes create those things by expecting those things. But there's a difference. Sometimes people get upset with us. The people who have, I think you probably have the same kind of thing because you've been through the same shit. It comes about like if your parents, fought a lot, or if you moved a lot, or if you had an addict in the family, or even later on in your life, you can have like a really traumatic relationship. I have all of the things that would lead you to be the person that like sometimes is anxious and sometimes is avoidant. Other people become avoidant and other people become anxious. I like the flippy floppy because if you're nice to me, I'm going to question you. And if you're not nice to me, I want you to be. And so that's best of the both worlds, which is the one not easy to deal with. But when we commit to ourselves and we do that inner work and we like, you know, figure this shit out and we stop expecting everybody to hurt us, we just it's like, oh my God, it's just so fucking like, I don't even want to say that because, you know, maybe you should, but that's me. That's the wounding that's in there. All the heartache, all the people who fucking lied and did stupid shit and keep doing it. And it's like, it was my mom. It's not just like random people. It's the people that they should have been programmed to not do that, but they did. And so that really fucks you up. And then it sets you up to be almost like a fucking magnet for more motherfuckers to come in and be like, hey, how are you? I'm gonna hurt you. Because you feel like you're open and susceptible for that to go down. And you might not, like as you're in the beginning of your life, you might not catch all the red flags. Or even if you do catch the red flags, sometimes we catch the red flags. Sometimes we know people are treating us poorly, doing bad shit, but we still bite our tongue or we still stay silent because it's better than like rocking the boat or having someone even more mad at us. Like we don't want anybody mad at us. We don't, like, even though our life is falling apart and you're destroying it and you're really treating me badly, you know what, that's okay. But those are the things that people are coming out of. But I do think there's like more stuff coming up to the surface, memories from our childhood, stuff that we might have suppressed, those deep subconscious things, because again, Pluto is that transformation of the subconscious. It's going to make us realize the things that we forgot. It's going to push us to nurture ourselves where we were lacking it, and, you know, find that energy and that passion and excitement again, to go out and find others that can mirror that back, and to know that there are others that are going to be on our like thing. Like there's like, if we exist and we're not that way, we can find others that are like us. We just happened to have been on a path where we kept finding people who were not. We found people who pretended that were good at like mirroring and presenting in a certain way. But at the end of the day, they were like, you know, having an ulterior thing, pretending, and then strike when the moment was right. So I think you might be just kind of like, yeah, going deeper into your subconscious, looking for the programming, looking for the cords or the chains that are binding you, so that you can open yourself up to a new emotional fulfillment and a new place of empowerment and a new energy of confidence. Like, I think good things are coming. I just think that, like, and it's not even like it's still, it's here, even when we see this, right? Because, like, I'm at a point now, and I think you are too, it's like we're capable, like, almost like numb at this point. It's like, oh, what's another thing? Another person. Or sometimes, because it's happened so many times, it's like we call it before it even comes. We've had like months to prepare for the fucking betrayal before the betrayal hits, because patterns, and we were fine-tuned to discover those as a child, to make sure, is mom in a good mood or a bad mood? Is she gonna yell at me? Is she gonna punch me in the face? Is she gonna hit me with a spoon? Like, or should I go stay in my room? When you have that environment, it fine-tunes you to those things, so you get good at people-pleasing the crowd, reading the energies, being a little psychic so that you don't die or suffer unnecessarily. But sometimes, you know, I think we end up going into more and more connections that mirror those energies because it's familiar to us. It's not healthy, it's not better, it's not fun, or like, and sometimes the things that are secure and that don't have all this crazy shit feel like not right. Like, that's not right. You should be mean to me, or you should be an asshole, or you should say something bad, or you should, like, you know, there should be like a little chaos, a little excitement, because that's where we came from. But like, I think we're learning to find the strength to realize that, like, we're not missing out on anything when that shit's not happening. Like, we shouldn't always have to end like running away from stuff or being on edge and fighting. Like, our nervous system can relax. We shouldn't be expecting these painful endings again and again. And again, just going deeper into like why those may have been present in our lives, or where they originated from in our time, like in our history, not even just for ourselves, but our ancestors, you know. And then that's going to help you to align to the right people, like career-wise, the right mindset for yourself, the right love, circumstances, that is the next level commitment, because you're valuing, you're understanding, and you're ready to commit and work together with others to go towards justice, rather than to, like, you know, have more of the, like, oh, here's another lesson, or here's another asshole, or here's another karmic-y thingy. So you're getting more energy, more wisdom, you're getting more grounded, more stable, more secure. Your passion, your excitement, your clarity is coming. You're going to have a lot of understanding about the stuff that may have, like, you may not have even, like, ever wondered about it either. That's some of the stuff too. It's like, we may not have even wondered. It's just like, all of a sudden, you're going to be like, wow, I remember that. because there's a lot of my life. Like I wrote this last night. Actually, I wrote thing down last night about. There's like more of my life that I don't have like memory of, or people tell me stuff and they're like they know what I was wearing, they know where I was, they know all the details, and like in my head, like when I think about it, I'm like, yeah, that was a kind of fucking like choppy, time. It was like all I know is mom went to the hospital, but apparently she passed out in front of me. I went into the ambulance with her. My stepdad was screaming at other people around the fucking yard. All of that was planned. Went to the hospital, was there with her. Someone came to pick me up from the hospital, and like all of those things played out. All I remember is that mom went to the hospital. At some point, I went there. I didn't remember going with her. I don't remember people yelling. I don't remember what I was wearing. But like my sister, who's 10 years younger, was like, "Yeah, boop, you were right in front of her. She was in the kitchen." But like that type of shit. There's stuff. Not that that's significant, but those types of things where it's like if we forgot about it or it's been hidden or it's been suppressed, it might be coming up to be acknowledged. And I think you can have that impartiality to it because it's again, you've already been traumatized by stuff. Sometimes we do this to protect ourselves because there's a lot of traumatizing shit that happens in our lives, and it's like, you know what, let me just check out, let me disassociate. I'm not going to present for this, but I'll come back to it later when I'm ready. I've got a lot going on right now. And I think that's going to help you too, to like get clarity on certain things or get confirmation on certain stuff, or just like because that's been happening for me. Like I've been getting that, like, oh my god, yeah, you're not making it up, you're not crazy for thinking that, because it can be hard to like have people in your family that have done really bad things, and you don't want to talk about it or say it or like acknowledge it because you feel bad about it. But when we remember like some of the degrees of the things that have played out or other stuff that like co-inspired with it, it gives you that, okay, it's okay for me to feel that way. Like this is the confirmation that I'm not an idiot. I'm not crazy about those things. Those really happened. Like my beliefs aren't false. Because even growing up in those circumstances, you might, have been conditioned to think and doubt yourself, or to be lied to and manipulated and told that you're wrong. Like all the fucking gaslighting. Like that never happened. I never hit you. I never beat the shit out of you. That's not the truth. But you might doubt yourself because the people who lie like that are really good at it and they truly believe it. And so it can be like, maybe they didn't. I don't know. But you're going to be getting the confirmations on the stuff that you're going to need. You're going to be getting rid of the outdated beliefs and surrendering the drama, all the shit that came about, all the drama, all the karma, all the things that happened that, could have created any type of shit inside of you that was like, ugh, that was just like lingering around, that needed to heal, that needed to be let go. And because of that, you're going to let go of any like resentment. I know there's been some of that when it comes to like, cause like there was shit that there's just shit that like you and I already like, we have the parenting thing in us. It's like, if you're the parent, you should not have done all this shit. Like my life shouldn't have been so fucking complicated and difficult. Like it could have been effortless, or it should have been like less effort. It should have been less dramatic. It should have been less painful because you were the parent. Like why was it like, why coming on to me all the time? Like why is my life still being fucked up because of the stuff that you guys did so long ago? But that's the frustration, those are the resentments, and that's the stuff that will also hinder you from having effortless like support and love, or even wanting to invite this in, because in your mind it may not really truly 100% believe in it. Like this might not be out there, so we're defensive and we're like, I'm gonna keep my eye on you, because if I couldn't even trust my mom and my dad and my things and my people, why should I ever trust you? And I've seen in other people for me to know now that I can't trust them either. So you're gonna be letting go of the stress, letting go of the fears, letting go of the doubt. You're gonna be surrendering to your full power and to the magic of who you truly are, and to like the confirmations about like you're not crazy, you're not silly, things that you have dealt with were not right, and that's okay. But you can open yourself up to the intimacy that's in this world, and let yourself receive for people who are going to meet you where you are, for effortless love. So your prayers will be coming true. The divine spirit is going to make that judgment call for you to make your wishes come true. Okay, confirmation, your wishes will be coming true, good things will be happening, like the things that you've always wanted in the love situations, whether it's friends, family, whatever. Like you can create your own family, and you can create your own frustration-free friendships and partnerships and people that don't come with all the ickiness and the fears and the doubts, because you get rid of all the ickiness that accompanied it, and you get the success. All right. There she is. Boopity boop. Boopity. Okay. Yes, here we go. Oopity boo. I didn't see these. It was stuck on the thing. Hello, yep. Weird is good. Always samesies. It's time to get off their shit. Being reborn, bitches. I'm a phoenix. That's been coming up a lot. Phoenix stuff. Huge perspective change for me. Loss is not really lost. Spirit is like, nah, you don't need this. I got something better. Yes, I've been feeling that too. I'm like, just throw it out. Who gives a fuck? Like, make the space. Because like when my mom died, I had like all her fucking, because I felt bad just like throwing out her shit. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm gonna throw it away. Sell it. Get rid of it. I don't need it. Like, it's just holding me back. It's energy that I don't need. And when other people died, it's like they're fucking. We got a whole fucking huge trailer full of shit here the other day, which is like the second time. We had a huge thing, a dumpster at one point that we filled up and got out of here. Okay. And then again, this trailer was bigger than the dumpster, filled that whole thing to the fucking top. Like, where is this shit coming from? Because my brother left shit. When the lady died, like, I don't know why, but all her shit came here. It was like, we don't want this. I don't even really know her. You could, no. But no, now we got to throw it out. Now we got to do all this fucking shit. We don't want it in the first place. But, yeah, mom stuff, that lady, Jonathan. Like, and it's, this place has always felt like a fucking, like a sucky place. Like, I'm gonna suck your soul away. I'm gonna suck all the darkness here. I'm gonna bring a bunch of trash around. I'm gonna make things complicated. Like, it's just energy that you don't need. Shit that you don't. It's like icky. Like, no. Like, every time I fucking throw something out, it's like, here's 10 more. I keep getting that from spirit. It's not my fault. I was told it was my whole life. Yes. You're not. It's not your fault. I flippy flop. You're too afraid to be alone, or that you won't find someone better. Yep. For me, it's been realizing I kept attracting the same people because my wound was still wide open. Hit me too, physically and emotionally. Like, finally figured out my pattern father wounds. Yeah. I've been noticing like more wounds too. Like, because I used to, like, I didn't, until my mother was dead, couldn't acknowledge that, like, to the, like, I knew, but not to the degree of like, okay, I can acknowledge now that she's not here that was really fucked up. Because when she was here, she would beat the shit out of me and keep me from being able to speak about it. Don't you fucking dare! Or I don't want to talk about it. So it's like they would never get to acknowledge those ones. But then now I'm like, wait a minute, you're not the only one doing really fucked up shit. But I also had things of like, they both lied about each other. They're both fucked up people. They're really fucked up people. Do fucked up shit. Sometimes and then again, I'm a bit, like, it's like I'm their parent. I'm like, I think they're just naive. Like, they don't realize. Sometimes they do it out of, like, fucking, ignorance. And it's like, they are fucking adults. They're way older than you. They are your parents. What are you doing? Stop being stupid. You'll be the ignorant, stupid one for being like, oh, I don't think they're meant to be the horrible people that they are. Over again and again and again. The things that they're doing. And I don't think that anybody, I don't know, some people are, though. I struggle with that. Some people just are idiots and they do bad things. Oh my God, yes. This has been coming up for me. I found pictures and I'm like, oh, I forgot that dude. My birth was traumatic. So were my first 7 years. It's 7 years. That's the whole time. They were supposed to be like, this is how we're going to shape you. And you're going to be a totally way of this being. But what we happen to do to you in these fucking very, like, powerful, important years. Like, if you're gonna be a parent, you really should be at your best for those fucking 7 years. My parents were both addicts. My sister wonders how I'm alive often. She's like, I can't believe you're alive. Because she also would hear they're like fucked up. Oh yeah, that was the day that she almost drowned. There's the day that we lost her in the store for fucking hours. There's a day that he fell asleep and the door was wide open and she was in her crib crying. I don't know how for long. Like, that was the day that the dog found you just wandering down the road. Cops came that day too. Like, there was a lot of times that were fucked up. The day that he just left me down in the fucking thing with the water coming in and I couldn't get out because I was a child. Like, a lot of shit that was really fucked up. It was traumatic. But, they were learning, I guess. It's hard to be a parent. That's why I knew I didn't want to be one. I was like, I don't want to do what's been done to me. I said that at like 9. I don't want to do what's been done to me. And that's in my natal chart. One of the things I have is like, these people may choose to have a big family and do it right, or to not have any so that they don't have to, like, they don't want to do what's been done to them. And I'm like, yes, that's exactly right. I knew that very early on. We were the parents. Yeah, exactly. This is all confirmation of what I just shifted away from. There's nothing wrong with you. We are all born perfect, divine, and I got that all the time. What's wrong with you? Yeah. Nothing. You brought me here, and you didn't fucking want to, apparently. There's 12 contractor bags of garbage in the... Oh my god. Yeah, I got the big ones too that I'm planning on just like throwing more shit out. Let's see what this is. Oh, keep your fucking mouth... Yep. Yep. I remember that, like, my sister never got fucking hit. Like, my sisters never got hit, but she would hit me with shit. She had me by the throat one day on the wall, dangling my feet, and they saw it. They both saw it, but they never got hit. They never once were attacked or hit or fucking beat on by her and him. One day, she was trying to come through the fucking door, and I was holding it, and he came through the window. So, I got attacked again. And he's not even my dad. My dad never hit me. He's just abandonment. My way is forgiveness. What did our parents go through? I know. I think that. Well, I know my mom went through a lot of shit. But again, I'm like, so did I. And I didn't decide to become mean and idiot and like hurt others. And you also, like what I just said, like why was I the only one that got the fucking shit beat out of them? Why am I the only one that was like constantly like taken advantage of? Like, why did you steal so much fucking money and stuff? Like, from me. We were supposed no, they're supposed to be not doing that. I know not to do that, but you were supposed to be the one. You didn't teach me that. I had to teach myself right from wrong. But it's weird. My brother didn't either. Only me, what the fuck? Yeah. So again, same shit, different family, just all the same traumas and karmas and bad people thingies happening to us, because that's how life is. Is anybody still in here for a question? It doesn't change that they did it. It's more that I understand and maybe yeah, like there's a thing in me, like, because I know, like, there were so many things that she did so many times, but it was like immediately okay, and I wouldn't like do anything. There was times that I like left my dad 100% like alone for hours, like years, wouldn't talk to him, but she always got away with doing the bad things. All right, have you done? No. So let's go see what yours is. I've been feeling a lot of hate and anger lately. Want some advice on how to process it. Okay. And then Chris is also here. Everything will be alright, alright. It just takes some time. Okay. So, Tarot with the stars. Thank you for the hearts. This is a reading for the members here. The people with the green name are members. I don't know if there's anybody else in here that's like unsure, but I did see somebody like, I'm new to tarot, but that was a while ago. Some people come in and they leave. Like, that's just how lives are. They come and they go. But I do this once a month for the members. It's $2.99. They get a reading. They can ask whatever they want. And even if they don't come to the reading, they can comment their question like before it goes live, and I see it and I answer it, and then they can watch it and play it back later if they're not like there the times that I do answer it. And it's kind of, yeah, just how that is. I also have Patreon set up, so like $5.55 a month. There's like random readings throughout the month that people get to see on different things, and then the 11/11 opens up to the activations, and then the 22 you get like a private reading from me, and like until we get to a certain level. Like right now there's only 2 people in the 22 level, so when we have like more people, we're going to be doing like live streams for just those people, and like it gives them a very specific like back and forth time to talk to each other. But as of right now, we've been waiting for that to kind of get to that place, but they get like, 20 to 30 minute reading once a month, plus all the other stuff, all the activations and things like that. All right, so why the fuck are you so mad? And what can you do about it? So you're becoming your healthier self, I think. And sometimes that feels foreign to us, right? Because I think, like what me and Jenny were just saying, like we had a tendency to be like the scapegoat. We had a tendency to be treated like fucking shit. We had a tendency to be the one that got hit. We had a tendency, because like people knew that they could do that to us, and there was not going to be much repercussion for it. Maybe we weren't happy about it. Maybe it fucking sucked, but like even our parents were like, yeah, like I can hit you, can't hit him, can't hit them, but I can fucking beat on you, and that's going to be okay for some reason. Like there's some thing that's like, this is fine, but not over there. Like weird shit. But it's an energy inside of us, like that you might have. I know you have, because you've been like, I know you carry a lot of like, fuck you. Like, I know you have that. I know you get upset. I know you get depressed. I know you are like, what the fuck is wrong with everybody? And I'm so about But you're not like going out and like, fuck you. You're an asshole. Like, I don't think you would ever do that. Probably to a default, like a fault. Like if someone came up to you and was like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, bitch, you would be like, oh my god, don't, please, no. But like that would be the time to be like, oh yeah, motherfucker. Like that's a good time to let the rage out and the anger out and to fight with somebody if you think you can take them, if they don't have a big weapon or something. I think fighting back anyway, or screaming, or just making a scene, because it's unexpected. All of the dudes out there that go after women and shit, they all say the same stuff. We're looking for women that's distracted. We're looking for women that looks timid. We're looking for a woman that doesn't look us in the eyes. We're looking for a woman that's gonna be like easy to fucking sneak away with and isn't gonna scream or make a fucking like chaotic thing. So if you do that, you know, your chances of not being raped or destroyed or hurt or whatever go up, right? And keep like something with you. I'm gonna fucking spray you. I'm gonna kill you bad. Freak out. They will be like, wow, this bitch is crazy. I don't deal with this crazy bitch. So you don't have that though. Like I don't either. Like I don't. Sometimes I do. It just depends on like the like if someone's coming after me, I might not do it. But if they're like going after someone I love, then I might do it. It's weird. I get activated for others more than myself, which is another problem. But this is again some of that stuff that we're going to be reflecting on this time, going into the subconscious to realize like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Why is it that I innately know that like your man is a fucking piece of shit and you deserve better, but when like I'm being treated like a piece of fucking shit and deserve better, I stay for 10 years and I entertain the lies and I get fucking tricked and manipulated and you know, oh that's okay, and then get like, you're stupid, you shouldn't do that. And it's like, I was stupid too, but I will openly admit that. But at the time, you know, I wasn't like able to see those things, and I feel like you're still in those like ways of like learning how to embody or engage into stuff, because we are all capable of having like the dark feminine energies arising. We've had the love and light people all around, right? Like, oh my god, just have love and light, just forgive and forget, just keep sending them love, and just, oh, you know, don't worry, like, oh, that person stabbed you and they killed this person and they did all these bad things and they destroyed your life, and like you're struggling and you're physically, emotionally, mentally, all that bad stuff. Well, you know what, just send them love and light. Like, that is stupid, not okay energy, but it's one that's been prominent, and a lot of people have like kind of been in that space, or they feel like that's only that's acceptable for a woman, to be more loving and light and forgiving and healing, and oh my goodness, I'm gonna nurture, and that's okay that you treat me like shit, and that's okay that you beat me up, and that's okay that you like stuck all that stuff or did all these bad things, that's okay. But it's not okay. And so I think you're finding that rage, that like, because it's a primal thing that we all have. Everybody comes into this world with the full vastness of emotions that are meant to be felt, and it is healthy to be doing that. It is okay to have rage, because it's how you fucking survive. Like, if a dude comes up or a lion is chasing you and you just say, I'm just gonna stand love and light, you're probably gonna die. So then you look dumb for doing that. Oh, love and light, you're dead, because you didn't do the right thing and you didn't honor the fucking fight or flight, you know, rage inside. But I think you have been afraid and you've deceived yourself. You haven't always allowed yourself to fully express the anger, the hate, the pain, the like, the resentments, the stuff that's into the surface. And sometimes it's within ourselves, about ourselves. Sometimes it's in us towards an ex, or towards a parent, or towards just the circumstances of our life. Or like, why does it have to be so fucking hot and difficult? Why is everybody on this? Like, there's times that like sometimes I record stuff and I never share it, because it's just me fucking raging. Like, what the fuck is, it is just me telling how I feel about things. That's not like anybody could watch it and probably agree. I'm not attacking anybody, but I'm just talking about the fucking like what the fuck is going on this planet? What is fucking wrong with people? And that's okay to do that and to let it out. It's sacred rage. But that energy is coming up in us, and we're allowing ourselves to value ourselves enough to honor the full vastness of our emotion. You don't have to like let it go. You don't have to suppress it. You don't have to look at it as, I shouldn't be feeling this. It's okay to be mad. We need to get mad. People need to get fucking mad, because we've been fucking complacent and stupid on this. See? This is what happens. I get mad. I get a little, but that's okay, because otherwise This keeps fucking happening. People keep coming in and they take you down until you get desperate and bad and low, and they keep hurting you, and the world around you keeps like, oh, we're gonna keep fucking up and doing all these bad stuff, and we just keep waiting for the change, waiting on the world to change. There's no fucking changing because we're just like complacent. I don't know, maybe you do, maybe you do. Back in the day, people would be like, revolution, we're gonna fight, fuck you all. We're not gonna just sit back and be like, let's see what happens. Let's play it out. You know, oh, wow, that's another horrible, horrendous thing that's going on. That's okay. Let's just reflect on it a little bit. Let's send them love and light. Those are stupid things. And again, the energy that is coming in at this time, I think people are going to start thinking and realizing, like, if we want things to actually fucking change, we want these elite motherfuckers who are destroying the world and destroying us from within because they're making us sick and they're making us sad and they're taking all of the things that are good and, like, you know, continuously taking them away from you and making things harder for you, and like they get better and you get worse, and that's not okay because there's a lot more of us than there is them. So if you want to be fucking bullies, we could be the bullies and we would have we would win very easily, but everybody's so used and complacent and fucking mind controlled and fucked up in their head that they're like, how can I let go of my anger? No, you don't need to let go of your anger. You should be mad. You should be mad because the opportunities and the good things that like once were present on the planet, they're dwindling every day. It's getting harder and harder for anybody to outcome in those ways. You keep getting beat up by people that you tried to help, by doing the right thing, by being a good person. And it's like, why the fuck am I being a good person on this fucking place where everybody seems that if they're doing okay are bad people? They're liars, they're manipulators. So it's like basically just letting ourselves get pushed to the place where we're ready to jump off the fucking cliff, into honoring that anger within us. It's like, I'm not going to surrender, and I'm not going to just sit here, and I'm not going to be okay with the things that are going on. So just honor it and know that like it's not something you have to like process away or like however you want. You want to break something, break it. You want to scream, fucking scream. You want to go fight with something, go fight with something. Like you have free will. That's the best thing about being a person is you have free will. You can do whatever you want. There's going to be consequences on some of the things that we do, but you still get to choose. People, I can't do that. I'm like, yes, you motherfucking can. Anything that people, I can't do that. I'm like, you cannot tell me that I can't, because the fact that you tell me that I can't, I'm going to be like, yeah, I can. And I'll just show you. Like, you can't tell me I can't. It doesn't matter what it is. You could fight me and really try hardly, but there's not much in this world that's going to be like 100%. You can't do that. No, I've proven it to many people many times. You want to fucking go there? No. So it's okay to have that, though. It's okay to fight for what you believe in. It's okay to be like, fuck you, no, you're not going to tell me what to do. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. And I think people are getting, you know, into that energy, that desperation, being haunted by the misery, feeling so fucking distant and far away from the good things. People who've been innocent and nice and like really trying to do the right things and come from the right place. Like you're on a spiritual path, you're on a spiritual journey, you're on the love and light thing. You've tried to meditate, you've tried to heal, you've tried to manifest, you've tried to be in gratitude. And it's like, what the fuck? Because the more that we do and the more that we try and the more that we're nice and the more that we're kind, the more lonelier we get, the more deception is playing out there. It seems like the more fucked up stuff is coming online and attacking all the people across the planet. And it's like, what the fuck? Why? But there's part of the problem is that a lot of people are suppressing their rage, or they're waiting for someone else to do it. Like someone else is gonna eventually probably like lead a revolution or be like, enough is enough, or say something, but they're not. So that's why we all need to be like, you know what? We're gonna be determined to fight the dark. We gotta be determined to like become the dark. And stop being so fucking passive and forgiving and forgetting and okay with the fucking poisoning and the like manipulation and the mind control crap that they do. Like they openly admit, but you're crazy pants, you're conspiracy theory, which, yeah. So don't feel like you gotta always be happy. Sometimes this is a call within you to even just acknowledge what's going on in your own life. You may not be so about the outside world, but you should be, because the outside world is part of your world. And it will, you know, impact you significantly no matter where you live, because this is things happening all across the planet. However, anywhere you've had denial in your own life, wherever you've like had, you know, shitty boundaries or you've been treated really poorly, accept people and the situations as they are without denying the difficulties, without denying that they make you angry, without denying that like sometimes that's there. It's like, it's okay. We don't have to like forgive and forget. or like find the right, like the right way. There is no right way. Whatever you feel like is the right way for you is what's right for you. If you're full of resentment, if you're full of hate, if you're full of all this like figure out what it is that you would like figure out what it's connected to, like what are the things, like sit down and write and ask yourself the questions like why am I so angry, who am I angry at, where does this anger like where is it in my body, you know, maybe it's here, maybe it like whatever is traveling around. But if I find it in a certain spot, like, oh, maybe it's in my power, maybe I feel like people keep taking my power from me, or that I am not honoring my power, so I'm getting fucking mad at myself because I keep denying my fucking power. I keep denying the miracles that I know that I can create, because I've seen you create miracles. I've seen you manifest amazing things when you use that full power of the Lyran energies. But then you deny it and you go back down into the so maybe you're mad at yourself for doing that. But there's also other, like, I don't blame you for sometimes because there's people that do shitty shit that makes you resent them. There's people that you have set limits with that don't fucking honor them. There's fears that you have about your future and what you want. And is it going to come to be? Am I going to be successful? And is that even possible in this fucking crazy world? So then we start to worry and we start to sink into that negative energy. And when we're in the negative thoughts and the negative thinking, your full power is focused on that. So now your full power has made a decision to make a miracle of fucking more problems, because that's the energy that you have. But you can honor all of the things. You can honor the anger, you can honor like the sadness, all this stuff. It doesn't matter. You have that capability to amplify all of it just as easily as the others. But you got to remember that, like, don't make it so like, you know what, when I get upset and I'm feeling bad and I'm thinking negative thoughts and I start fucking myself up and I'm like making my life harder, like, let's not think that that's like the worst thing that I do. It's like so much more powerful than all the other things that I do, because they all have the equal power, because you're the one that's doing it. You're the one that's manifesting it. So get back into the full power of realizing that, like, you can honor the vastness of your emotions, your experiences, and what you're feeling in this world. And you're supposed to. That's a part of the wisdom of your body. Your body's going to tell you what's right and what's wrong. And you might be angry because of the things that are happening in this world, or what's happening in yours, or isn't happening in yours, or the things that have already played out. So go inside of yourself, honor it, let it be, but then, you know, you get to decide, what do I want to do with it? Or how do I want to surrender it when I'm done with it? But don't think it has to be painful or difficult, or that it's a bad thing to even have it. You're welcome. Buckle up, guard your grill. It's better to be a warrior in a garden than it's to be a gardener in a war. Yeah, that would suck. Maybe, you know, maybe the people would protect you because you're doing something nice. Like, usually those people want some sort of beauty or something good to look at. Yes, my ex somehow can sense every time that I'm feeling low and will keep on messaging me with random excuses. Do you have a dark sense or something? Well, you know what? I'm going to give you a little bit of that fucking right here. He comes back because you open those, you like allowing him to, unless he's making a whole new account, doing all this shit. Stop fucking like even answering him. Don't even enter, because every time, like, this is the thing. I'm getting mad at you when you do it, when you allow him to come back around, when you even entertain it or like give it the time of day, because we already know where it goes. We already know what he does. We already know who he is, and he sucks. He sucks. He's not good for you. He's never gonna be. He's a fucking blah, 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 blah. He's a raider. He's a baiter. He's a bait rate. What? Rage baiter? That's what he is. Okay, that's what he does. Because he's a fucking piece of shit. And he's bored. And he's stupid. And he's got nothing better to do in his stupid little world than to do that. But I know on your side, you get lonely or bored sometimes, and it's better than nothing to have somebody that, like, you know, because I know, I don't, like, I was your age, I did your things, I've been there, I get it, I know, I got the t-shirt. Sometimes we will entertain things that we don't really want to and really do piss us off, but at the same time, it's like, we might be bored otherwise, or it's just like, it's just something to do. I don't know. He came up with an excuse and I let it come in, because but it's still you deciding that. So I think you might be angry at yourself and angry at him, and maybe realizing this is a pattern that if you want it to end, you're gonna have to be the one that chooses to become more healthy about that and be like, you know what, I'm not gonna keep doing the ringy round the rosy. If I want a healthy relationship, if I want something that's good, if I want something in the future that is lasting and healthy and manifests into something, I gotta stop letting this douchebag come back around and like give him any time of day, or even acknowledge his message, because it doesn't matter. Maybe he makes a whole fucking thing and he comes back around and he like sneaks in another way. You don't have to answer him. You don't even have to acknowledge it. You don't even have to open it, because you're gonna be able to like get the sense that it's him. You get the tingly factor. Oh, that's that fucking piece of shit. Delete, block. If you keep deleting and blocking without ever responding, he's going to give up eventually. He's going to look for another fucking source of energy and fucking someone to feed off of, because that's all he does. But the more that you entertain him, and the more that you like, you know, like get reeled into his fucking lies and his crap and his bullshit, the harder it's going to be for you to get to other places where like that's not there, when those types of like dynamics aren't there, where there's like actual courage to be like, you know what, I want something healthy and normal and harmonious. And that might be hard for you too. Like I said, like Jenny and I, we grew up in chaos. We grew up with bad people. All of our relationships were like drug dealers or fucking horrible people that did really bad things, and they like blah, blah, blah. So like when you get with a normal person and you're hanging out with someone that's healthy, that's not gonna like randomly start a fight with you or fucking do weird shit or just like blow something up randomly, you don't get the dopamine rush. You don't get the like chaos. And it's like, this dude's boring. He's too nice. Like I've said that. My sister has said that. Lots of girls I know have said that. This guy's just too nice. It's just too relaxed. It's just too calm. It's just too good. Like he's just a nice guy. And, you know, I want the asshole. I want a little chaos. I want a little fucking conflict and drama. I'm bored if that's not what I get, because I've been conditioned in my life, because that's the relationship that you had for so fucking long. He's a fucking dramatic fucking asshole every day of the week. It was another fucking stupid thing. It's gonna be hard for you to have like a normal, healthy, calm, collected, peaceful relationship and feel like, I bet you when there's somebody that shows up that's like normal and healthy and isn't trying to like fuck with you, or doesn't like do weird random like, oh yeah, so today he was sending all these pictures to this girl, and oh, he stole all this stuff from that one, and his best friend ended up like, when you find like a normal person that doesn't have all that shit, you're probably gonna like not even be able to put your finger on it, but there's gonna be something missing. The fucking hostility, the fucking weirdness, the passion, etc. It's like, I don't even think you really care about him. I don't even think it's like you might try to like I don't want him to hurt himself because he said he was isolated and he felt he's lying to me and telling me stupid shit that he always does, and he's gonna kill himself and he's gonna because he knows that it works. He knows that you're gonna listen to the bullshit, but he does not mean a fucking word that he says. He's just bored, and so are you. So you talk to each other again, and then you get tired of it, exhausted of it. You do actually get hostile and get frustrated, because that's what you do to each other. That's his whole fucking MO. That's his game that he's playing, because he's an unhealthy fucking weirdo that's unstable and envious and rageful and nasty. So yeah, I'm not, shocked that you'd be full of getting angry and all of that, but you're gonna have to work through those things in a way of like knowing that like an actual healthy relationship is not going to be like that. And you might actually feel awkward in a healthy relationship when you first get into one, because you're not used to them. So just know that and take your time with the processing of it. But it's okay to go out and get mad and tell people off and honor whatever feeling is coming up. But honor it. Don't keep entertaining more of it. If it's pissing you off and you know he's a liar and he does this thing again and again, stop that, don't keep... it's insanity to do the same thing over and over and expect a different fucking result. Yes. My ex can somehow sense every time. He sends emails, makes a fake account to stalk me, and will always have a sob story for me to feel bad. Okay, so remember when the fucking asshole came back after 16 years, and was talking to himself in my messages and like doing that, like, oh, I'm gonna become this person over here, and I'm gonna follow you over here, and like kept doing it, like use his mom's name, use his name, use a fucking weird version of the name. I never responded to him. Like, I never once. Other people did, because that's how fucking desperate he got. It was like, can you please tell Bridget that I love her? I'm like, I can fucking see what you're saying. Like, I don't care. I don't want to talk to you. The only time I fucking talked to him, because we were in fucking the courthouse, and he was like, I just wanted to apologize. I just wanted to apologize to her. I just wanted in a moment. I wanted an opportunity to apologize. And it was like, he was doing this incessantly for months, to the point where the cops were called, because it was like, this is really crazy and scary, the shit that he was saying and doing. What the fuck? Okay, cops called. They're like, okay, we're going to talk to him and tell him not to do it anymore. Then he would do it again and admit it and be like, yeah, it was me. So they were like, please don't do that again. And they're like, okay, we're going to give you a fucking restraining order. And like all this time, still haven't talked to him. His girlfriend messaged me. Do you know where he is? Like, what? No, I do not. But you should, because he's fucked up in the head. All this stuff goes on. I did not talk to him, did not answer him, did not respond to him until I had to in the cart. And what I said was like, he has been saying this everywhere. He sent the messages, he sent the emails, he has commented, he has made many fake accounts. He keeps asking, he wants to say, okay, you said it. Go the fuck away. I don't care. Like, that's it. Like, not accepted. Don't want to hear it anymore. And then he went to jail because he could not stop being stupid. But like, that's because I was done. I don't want to entertain that. He's out of my life forever. I don't, like, he tried to fucking kill me the last time I had seen him. So why? Like, you should have said sorry fucking a long time ago anyways. But first of all, I don't care. Like, that's not going to be okay. And yeah, no. So you're going to have to be the one that's like a little bit like, don't listen to the sob story. Like, in my thing too, though, like, he was really fucking dumb and stupid and had no punctuation. It was just like, it was a wall of text that just, like, the cops couldn't even read it. I couldn't even read it. So I don't know. He could have had a sob story. There were some parts you could read, but it just wasn't very coherent. But either way, I don't entertain that. Like, it was very hard too, because like I was trying to like hide myself from being online because I didn't want him looking at me or any of that shit. It was bad. It fucked me up. I'm not going to say like you don't get messed up by those things happening. I know you do. But in order for that to end and come to an end and to stop happening and for him to stop doing those things, you got to stop answering him. You got to stop responding, because he's not going to stop if he knows that it works. And he knows what works with you, because you're like, oh, it's a sad story. I'm so sorry, because I'm not an asshole. But you might need to be. That's where that anger's coming from. Like, spirit's like, get fucking angry instead of fucking like empathic, because he deserves your anger. He doesn't deserve your heart at this moment. You know? No punctuation. That's it. Yeah, it was fucking. I can't even, like, if you saw how long they were. It took me like an hour to fucking like upload some of the screenshots to the court thing in the email, because it was just like it was the worst thing. And he was like talking to himself like I was answering. You know, on Facebook, if you send a person a message, sometimes it goes to the other folder. We're not friends. I didn't see it, but he was acting like I did, and like talking to me like we were talking back and forth. Went places to meet me like I was gonna be there. Drove by my fucking childhood home, was doing some really fucked up shit. So those were all like, oh my god, because he already had done really fucked up shit in the past. And I'm like, why are you back? Like, what the fuck? Has children, has person that he's living with, like, in a romantic way. What the fuck is going on? Like, you must not be okay, like, at all. But yeah, sometimes people do really weird shit, and the best thing to do is ignore it. It sucked. It took a long time for him to finally go to jail, but then he did, and he stayed there, and, you know, he did try again after. But I was like, I'm fucking telling him the cops, and he hasn't tried since that. So thank fucking God. Hopefully he stays the fuck away. All the tiptoeing and eggshells makes the butt look good though. He sent do you have a question for me, Chris? Yeah. Don't listen to the motherfuckers. Throw them away. People don't deserve your energy. Oh, it was just 11:11. Fucking hot. I hate fucking being up here. It's like, oh, it's 68 outside. It's gonna be 90 in there. Open to receive. Okay. The thing on the top of my foot hurts. I just want it to stop. It seems like it's getting better faster this time, but this time, like last time, it would not heal, like it would not scab over. It would just like always be wet and open. wouldn't go away. Now it's like it wants to like just be extremely dry, so then it's like like you can't even move your foot because it's like cracking and ripping and the nerve pain and the stinging and this fucking sharp knife from the inside happening. It's fun times, fun times. Okay, out of alignment. Your mission needs a reassignment. I don't know if that's for you or me. I know that like that's why my foot's open is because there's certain things I've already acknowledged, I'm already aware of what I'm supposed to be doing and saying and like how to make that stop and like other stuff to get to go. It's like I know, but it's like one of those things like what she just said, like, you know, I'm angry. I have anger inside of me, but like when he comes around, I don't express it. I succumb to the, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry that you're having a bad time, and get like sucked back into the manipulation. Some of us have a tendency, like I know you most likely, because you're like me. Yeah, you're one of me's. You're one of me. So you're like a Jenny too. You have some fucked up shit in your life. People that were not always nice. And it's okay. You just keep putting up with that. And so that's out of alignment with us. Because this is a call to action at this time for people to be like, you know what? That's not okay anymore. In divine time, things will align when I start to be like, fuck you, I'm not going to be your doormat anymore. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I'm not going to just be silent while you get away with all these things that you do or did. I'm not going to like be the doormat. So that is like where the things need to be reassigned. Because if there's struggles in our life, if there's lack in our life, if there's pain in our world, if there's something that's not working out, or there's something that we feel like we're like separated from, or we would like to have in our life, but it's not manifesting, or it seems like it's always just a little bit like out of our reach, the things that you want will come to you just like that. And again, this is the patience energy. So impatience, patience was a theme tonight. People needing to take that time out, people needing to go within themselves and be like, you know what, I'm just going to chill out. Like, I can take my time. It doesn't have to, I don't have to like rush through this shit. But that was a theme of like, it just takes some time, and taking time out, going slow is okay. Like, don't let our impatience keep us even more out of alignment, because that can sometimes happen. It's like things may not be in alignment. We're getting fucking frustrated. We're getting a little anxious. And so then we start to do shit that may be like even, you know, less aligned and making more problems for ourselves, or just causing more delays, right? So we're going through this time of endings and new beginnings, and this again is a call to action surrounding your consciousness and your mind and the fears that you have inside. Like, are you afraid to speak up? And like, you know, like I'm thinking of like with the dad, right? Like maybe it's not even like afraid, it's just like I don't want to fucking like deal with the fucking chaos that's gonna ensue if I do speak up to you about certain things. Or like, you know, like with my mom, when I would be like, she'd start choking me, or like if you say fucking like threatening my life, you know, sent me away one time, did really fucked up shit because, you know, didn't want to acknowledge the truth. You know what, we'll send you into a fucking the Pembroke Hospital. It's a crazy people place. You go in there. I went there for a little fucking time break. And then, you know, meanwhile, she got away with not having to talk about things she didn't want to talk about. And I feel like you might have, especially with like the caregiver stuff and all of that, it's like you're the caregiver, you're the kind one, you're the nice one. And it's like it's not even that you're afraid of it, you're not afraid of it. It's just like, it's like, is it even worth entertaining it? Is it even worth fucking speaking up? Is it even worth fucking dealing with the bullshit that's gonna ensue or come out of them when I do try to speak about certain things or step up and be like, you know what, you're wrong, or like just have like something back to say. I think there's some that's being called at this time. Is like, if people have been treating you not in the best ways at different times in your life, or there has been like that rage inside that is like we've suppressed it, we put it out, they keep like that fucks us up from within. It's like they get away with it, and we're hurting ourselves because we've never blown up. We've never gotten the opportunity to be like, you're a fucking asshole, ba-ba-ba-dee-bee-bee-dee-bee. And it's like, it doesn't even need to get to that level. It's just like, sometimes we need to honor and get it out. And it doesn't even have to be said to them. It could be written down. It could be like going into the woods and screaming. It could be breaking stuff that's like, you know, already set to be breaking up. Like, you know, here's some wood in the wood pile. I'm going to go and let my thoughts progress, and I'm going to let myself awaken the thoughts that are going to help me to manifest and get into the place of expansion, because I feel like we might be limiting, or you might be limiting, or out of alignment with the expansion and the things that you really want that are right on the like edge. It's like, just like that, it will be there. Just like that, it could be very quickly if you allow yourself to like break free of something that might be like just under the surface. And it's like they're wanting you to awaken and acknowledge it. And it, again, could be seconds if you count all your blessings. So not being like, I'm a victim and I'm an asshole and like focusing negatively wholly, but just allowing yourself to acknowledge whatever needs to be acknowledged, because sometimes we never do, or we don't even realize it's still under there, or it's like we forgot, I forgot about that, I forgot how fucking horrible that was, and then maybe we start thinking about it, and like that stuff starts coming back up. It's like, oh yeah, so I guess that is still impacting me, because if it's still under the surface and we can still retrieve it, it's still there waiting for us to acknowledge these things. And this is a time of ending timelines and coming to a time of completion and wholeness and oneness. And I think in order for this to play out and really serve people and to have a better foundation and an illumination of the things that are going to really truly serve them and get them fully moving to where they like to go. And you can make it faster, you can make it slow, you can start having that upgrade within your decade, everything coming your way, good things working out. Like all the stuff that was just like on the edge of the shit is going to be like, here I come, here I come, here I come. Faster, faster, faster. Awesome, awesome, awesome. More and more and more. Good things for you because you honored what's inside of you. Yeah, you got some inside of you. You got wisdom inside of you. There may also be things that you need to just like tell yourself or like think about, like the same stuff I was saying to the other people tonight. Like maybe like ask yourself some questions when it comes to that. And there's like literally like ChatGPT works in a way of like you can make it be anything you want. Like you can have it be a fucking therapist that's going to be specifically an expert in father-son relationships where there may be some unresolved trauma that I need to work through. And it will literally take you through the thing for free, and you can get a nice little healing session. I mean, they run out after a certain amount of times of like talking back and forth, but you should be like, I had a whole crying session, a whole confirmation thing one night, and I was like, what the fuck happened? Like, I don't even know. I asked one simple question about like, is there like a money motivation? Like, why would somebody do this thing because of like they're gonna make money? Because like it was really hard. Sometimes it's hard for me to understand why people are doing what they're doing. Like I know what they're doing, I can see what they're doing, I get what like it looks like and all of that, but it's like, are they just like why? Like why are you doing that? Like is there some other benefit that you're getting by doing that? Or are you just really that fucking like shitty of a person that you're just doing it because that's what you've decided to do. And yeah, so they were like, no, they're just stupid, and kind of at the same time they may have benefited, blah 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 blah. And then like and they're like, is already like automatically being like, this is a sign of this and that and and like giving me the confirmation that like sometimes we don't get in the world if we don't have a counselor, or if we didn't have that chat with our dad, or whatever it is. So I do think that there might be some like dark energies that are lingering, and it may be for many lifetimes that are kind of just sticking around, and it's separated you from where you want to be in this moment. And by going within and acknowledging, and sometimes again, like I said, I had a hard time being like, yeah, my mom's really not like the best mom, until she was gone. And I still like, it's not easy for me to be like, like, I remember telling her when I was younger, I was like, I'm gonna write a book one day, but it's gonna be when you're dead. Because I'm not, I wouldn't, you would be mad. You would be mad if me telling the things that are true, but I'm not gonna lie, so I'm gonna wait for you to die, because otherwise it'll be the bad thing. But it's time for that to change. It's time for us to be able to express what's going on inside of us and the truth of the matter of whatever has happened. And it's an opportunity for you to heal those old wounds and to get more connected to whatever it is that you've been separated from, to beat to your own drum. You are here to be free and to enjoy your life and to honor that masculine energy inside. And when you do, and you're clear and you're confident, and you get that goodness inside, you are going to be more united with all of the things that are on their way to you, like all those opportunities, more blessings, more expansion, more like just feeling like I'm not, like getting the things that you need to know into yourself, like the answers of stuff, or the reminders, or just like confirmations. And it's like sometimes you just need that to help us to process. And this is a time where that is going to be prevalent for people. It's like you're going to need those like confirmations that you're not crazy, that like, yeah, that's not healthy, like you sounds like as long as you tell the truth of all the things that you're talking about. ChatGPT is pretty fucking like, it's not gonna, it doesn't lean to one side. It's not biased. It's not gonna just automatically think like, oh yeah, so that person's a problem. It will tell you like if you're stupid or wrong or whatever. So it's a good thing to use when you need to know, like, is this thing inside of me, or like these energies that I've been with. And it may not even be with the dad. It's just like, that's an example I'm using because I know that could be a complicated fucking circumstance in itself. But there's something that's ancient. There's people that have, there's resentments, and it may not, you may not even know the people right now. It could be like, you know, many times that you've had these things playing out, and it will keep repeating and keep repeating until we're finally, you know what, motherfucker, I'm not entertaining this dark energy anymore. Yeah, fighting the natural urge to embrace the darkness. The last life was in duality of the light. This could be your dad or whoever that comes to mind when we're thinking of this. Like, who do you know that's like kind of on the side of icky energies? And it's like, hey, almost over there, but we're gonna try to not go there. And then the twin flame stuff too. There could be people that are meant to be a catalyst for you to heal and to show you things that are going to help you to expand your consciousness, where it's like those are the things maybe you were never really going to be fully to embody unless this motherfucker came around and did some fucked up shit to get you there. So yeah, I think that there's going to be a lot of shifts in the perspective. There's going to be more alignment at the end of these next couple of weeks. Yeah, you're going to be focusing more on what you want instead of what you don't want. You're going to be feeling more powerful, more strong to face the things that have gone on, and you are going to be able to deal with any hostilities without being stuck in illusion surrounding it or keeping your mouth shut because it's just easier to, you know, and not feeling like naive or not feeling taken advantage of or not feeling like you're unhealthy for even doing it. Because sometimes that's the thing too. We get stigma of like, if you get mad or you say something because you're like, what the fuck? Like people, they think that they've like, oh, I let you push my button too far. You pissed me off and now blah, blah. It's okay to get mad. It's okay to be upset when people do fucked up shit. Like that's a lie to be like, no, that's okay. I'm sorry that I got so worked up. No, you should get worked up if somebody's doing fucked up shit. Don't let them just keep doing it. Don't be afraid to say, fuck you, motherfucker, I'm removing these obstacles, I'm going to chant, I'm going to channel with my voice, I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself, I'm going to channel whatever needs to come through to you, to get me to feel better, and to reconcile the past, and it's time for a change, and it won't be strange, and I'm going to be okay in my new chapter, because I'm supported, and I'm aligned, and everything will be fine. Doopity boop. Okay. Is anybody else in here? Never stop working on yourself either. Again, we all have work to do. It's never ending. It's a fucking lot of stuff. We're gonna keep growing and expanding. You might have people on the other side too. I feel like it could, like, I think like they're using the dad as an example, but there could be people on the other side that there's unresolved stuff with, or things that happened in another life. There's like a part of your soul family that could be like hindering shit, because that came up too in some of the stuff I was writing actually. There's like limitations on things. Like people know what we want. We're trying to do the right thing in our life, but it's like no matter what, it seems like I keep doing the right thing. I know I'm a good person. I keep trying. Boop. And it's like, why the fuck is everything getting blocked and messed up and boop? And it's because fucking Uncle Bob, 10 fucking Bobs back, did some stupid fucking shit that's like karmic-y crap that came through down to you, and it's like causing you to miss out on your opportunities. So we are maybe, you know, acknowledging those things too, like where we've been being rejected or things aren't working out. It seems like icky, like dissipating. There could be loved ones on the other side that are like, hey, yo, I'm sorry. I fucked it up when I like slept with what's his name's wife. Like, you know, I did something stupid. And now it's impacting you, and you're here to, like, you know, get the forgiveness and the healing and the clearing. But like you will be the one that kind of just like figures it out and get things back to the perfection. I don't know, those are messages that were coming through. It's like people figuring out like some of the stuff that's been impacting them and harming them. It wasn't their own doing. It's not because they're bad people. It's not even because the other people are bad people. It's just shit that happened that's like still lingering, because sometimes people do that shit. There's people out there that do fucked up shit that are like, I'm gonna curse you and your whole bloodline until the end of time, and they actually do, like, somehow, or maybe the person that they said it to really fucking believed it so strongly that it went through every other person, because we all have impacts in us, energetically, emotionally, spiritually, like your cells, your atoms, your DNA, it's all programmed. And if something is like deeply enough ingrained or fearful enough, like people who went through like 9/11, right? There's 9/11 people, like their kids hold on to the impacts of the trauma, but the kid was never even thought about at that point. They were never even like, they didn't come till much later. But our family lines can carry whatever it is that began long time ago, the traumas, the karmas, the wars, the battles. And that could be sometimes too why people are now more like, let's just turn a blind eye to all the bad shit that's happening, because people may be afraid to fight, because they know what happens when you go to battle and war. They don't want that to be manifesting at their door. But if they don't fight, soon, like if they don't stand up for themselves at least, worse is going to be manifesting across everywhere. We've got to take our power back. But hopefully that makes sense. I put 2 decks together. All right. I don't know. Are people still here? I think that was my last person. And I would like to stop using my foot for a little bit. So I think I'm going to go. The last time I was here, the thing stopped working. I didn't get to, like, say goodbye to people. Like, I don't know. It was really awkward because it stopped working. And then I felt like people were just not talking to me. Like, it, like, brings up that insecurity and that, like, thing. Because, like, consciously, like, I really know. I'm like, I know my people aren't just ignoring me. Like, I know they're talking to me. But because it was nothing was popping up, there's that, like, thing that, like, did I say something wrong? Is everybody mad at me? Like, what the hell's going on? What happened? And so it makes you feel all fucking insecure and weird. So it was very uncomfortable for me last time that I was here in the silence. Or not even, you guys don't say anything out loud, but it fucking sucks to be, like, speaking to people and getting absolutely no feedback. It was, but yeah, it was off. And then I felt bad that it was off. It's just such a fucking, it was a fun, no, not a fun time. I felt bad because it was off. I felt weird because it was off. I felt unsupported. I felt like people hated me. They're mad at me. It was all whole fucking bullshit. Like, lets me know that I got some issues. I don't like doing the lives. It's too much pressure. Especially when this breaks. But, yes. I'm gonna go, because I think it's probably broken again. So thank you very much. Balance is on the way. Justice is coming. If we do what we're right, being guided to do. The dolphins are helping to bring miracles to you from the Atlantean energies. So don't worry. Be happy. Happy. Imminent namaste.